Pretty dice. I like that you have like the old Yahtzee 6-sided die as well. You know, you got old Betsy in there that you've had for years. I got this guy that I've had since like like that regular old by Gary Gygax book. You know what I mean? That was all tattered. I think if I remember correctly, that monster manual had King Arthur in it. Do you remember that? Like it had like what King Arthur's stats were and stuff. I was like, oh, that's cool. Yeah.
The thing is, the problem I find with an awful lot of these things, you see, there's certain times where you just don't want monsters to have stats, or you don't want heroes to have stats. You don't want your players to go, I'm gonna go and make a fight of them because I feel like doing it and I'm gonna win. And it's just like, well, no, you're not.
Yeah. Trying to think of when my last statless monster was, where I was just like winging it. That is the technique, I think. When you're good enough to understand, like my Minotaur didn't have stats. He just had plus 12 to hit with like 200 like HP, and you guys just like yoinked him like in the first one. I was like, God damn it! Everybody's like, kill the Minotaur, kill the Minotaur, kill the Minotaur. Like, oh no, oh no, oh no.
To be fair, the Minotaur and Warduke deserved it.
Morduke should have been the statless monster. The problem is like, I did want him to have legendary action. I find it phooey when he gets all these extra turns, you know, mid-turn. You remember when I did that one Black Dragon and I did that single boss fight rules? That could get way too sideways. So I was just like, no, I'll just, you know, Mercer the HP. Because that dude has endless HP on a goblin that he wants, you know what I mean, to be wrecking people. Have you ever like kept track of how much like a simple monster, like shit tons of? Anyways, we're playing.
Good dice, Henry. That's put our PG rating up. That's put our PG rating up already. Well done.
I think we're NC-17 or whatever, aren't we?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that was blocked. That we can say poop.
Yeah, we're definitely not family friendly necessarily.
Okay.
Can I smoke?
I think the answer is no, but I've definitely watched other roles where they're clearly drinking, you know what I mean, like booze. The only issue you don't want is someone to go back through when you start getting strikes, and then they just like see stuff and then they'll just start cascading it. So if you made a best effort to be like, I'm definitely not smoking, you know what I mean, and like came back real quick.
That's what I do.
That's why vaping's so cool. You can get away with it. Like, this is definitely apple juice today. We'll see what happens.
By the way, nice t-shirt, Manu. Nice
t-shirt. Thank you. If there's anybody in the chat, if there's anybody watching this, you can get this at our merch store at merch.streamelements.com/ I think Stronghold D&D. Or go to stronghold.gaming.net and you can get to our link tree and get to all that stuff there as well. Just got this the other day. It's pretty swanky.
Today's $50 cosplay brought to you by Coif.
Nice. I will say that the t-shirts are, if you guys get them, great fabric. They're a little bit small though. Just a skosh small.
No, that's because you decided to go for. I'm only an XL. If I do it, I have to go for a 25 XL to get it into it.
That's what I got. I got an XL, and it was just like a little bit small. Not like super tight. It was just I was not expecting that. So.
It looks good on you anyway, mate. So it doesn't matter.
I also got some stickers, which look pretty.
I love those. I feel like those are going to be
all over the place. I also have a mug coming. It's in the mail right now. So the next time we play, I will be drinking amazing things out of a Stronghold mug.
Do we have a pint glass?
Pint glasses?
Ooh, I wish. Ooh.
So what about tankards?
Hey,
This was
Skylar,
supposed to be D&D, but it's just welcome everybody to our very first business meeting.
send me the logo and I'll see if I can't get the glasses done.
Okay.
I don't think I could ever be in the old timey times. This is too much fun. Like Lady Krista would be like, "Can you please take your coif off?" Like, no. This is. I will not take my coif off. First of all, it's called coif, and that sounds weird.
It's even weirder with an American accent. I'll give you that.
What do you got? What do you say? Quaff? Quaff?
It's probably quaff.
Quaff?
Coif.
Coif.
Yeah. Well, I don't say Minotaur. Why don't you say Minotaur? You can't take the horns from a Minotaur. Natalie Portman was just crushing it in that movie.
It's good stuff.
It was my creepy coif. My creepy coif eyebrows. All right. Okay. Where were we? So, Rise of Tiamat. It's kind of a big deal. There's a 5-headed dragon, and it's about to smoke the planet. And you guys, I mean, honestly, and I don't want to get all chills and emotional about this under my coif, but this is it. Like, you guys are looking at the end of the sandbox, which is the Darkhold. So you guys have been all the way through the Horde of the Dragon Queen, where you were called upon to go investigate some weird activities in a little village called Greenest. And you somehow bounced your way down to Greenest, and you saw, you know, dragonborns and a big giant blue dragon named Lenathon raging at this keep. And this is where I really blew it. Remember Pete, where I blew it with that barbarian fight against Manu, and Manu like one shot the barbarian outside, and I was just like, man, how do I make my character stronger?
I remember spending a couple of hours with you afterwards.
Yeah, you killed Gustav like right away. Then you guys, you know, you found the dragon eggs as you followed the loot, and then you followed the dragon horde going all the way to a place called Castle Nertar, which, you know, Manu ruined that one as he ran straight towards a portal. You know what I mean? He did the Reddit map and found the portal right away. They jumped in, then you guys went to Parnast, where, in fact, you killed my second worm speaker, named, yeah, it was a disaster. 1 second.
I just want to make it clear there was no Redditing going on there. I was following No.
No, I got you. I'm just playing.
I was following
I
everybody
can't
else.
tease you.
And
I can't tease you. It would be fun.
He described what sounded like a portal, and I'm like, ooh, portal.
Yeah. You did good. You did good. I'm just teasing. But I just want to be mad at you forever about that, though.
I did totally Reddit the immovable rod, though.
What do you need help with? Okay, well, I can't fix it right now. Give me a second, okay? All right, thanks, buddy. LOL camper broke. Anyways, so let's see. Yep, so you guys kept following this thing till you met your first dragon. You went up to Skyreach. You did that. You guys carried on through the Horde of the Dragon Queen to that horrible wagon train, which I would totally just skip if I ever dungeon mastered again. That one, that was brutal. We lost a lot of PCs, a lot of real, you know what I mean, real humans along the way on that one, just through sheer boredom. We lost our ranger. Remember George? Yep. And then we carried on into Rise of Tiamat, where you guys continued to investigate through dungeon and dungeon to figure out what the nexus of this is. You guys found out that Thayans are working with cultists and dragon cultists, and they're bringing back Tiamat. You guys you went around the world gathering various allies. All the allies decide to meet up in this Waterdeep, and the armies, linked up at Elturel, which is a holy city that's the closest to the Well of Dragons, where Tiamat is going to be raised. From there, I side quested you guys a million times, and and you guys are bamfing your way to a secret entrance where Rainier Neverember, the son of Dagult Neverember, discovered a potential backdoor into the caldera of the Well of Dragons, where your plan is, if I'm not mistaken, to perfectly time a strike at the dragon itself as the armies on the outside are waging war. So there's gonna be like a little distraction thing going on, so your small team can sneak in. Last we left, you guys spent X amount of plot days preparing in Elturel to land in the Darkhold, to go into the Darkhold and go down the tunnel system that was described to you, that Neverember was like, yeah, I went down there, you know, I got a real good feeling. Various scrying and speaking to Celestials and stuff kind of correlated the fact that this tunnel is probably legit, through signs and dreams and things like that. So last we left, you guys bamfed in, and you saw a naked, bandaged war duke off the side of a trail with like a kilometer away from the ominous Darkhold that I built in about 15 minutes yesterday, which, as I see it today, I didn't even put the tiers on some of the castles properly, so I apologize for my horrible architecture.
Well, now that you say that, shame on you. If you wouldn't have said anything, it looks amazing.
Yeah.
And
I see one tower's like yoink, but that's, you know, Darkhold's been under several different management for a long time.
Senor Timothy,
Yes.
can I get in a Zoom meeting so I can project L maps?
I sent it to you.
It's waiting for host.
I take it. I take it. Warduke.
I'm not the
I
host,
take it
though.
when we. I take it when we found Warduke, he was dead.
Well, so I mean, if you ask him what happened, you know, it might not be the same. But he's just there. You see him just like kind of looking at you, Connor, with like, you know, he's got this. He's disarmed, you know.
It's okay. I got his helmet on.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like,
I got your hat.
cool. Oh, you guys again. You know, like, all right. Hey, you here to do me in, I assume?
Connor,
Is he?
He's only got a coif. He's only got a coif on.
Is he actually restrained in any way, or is he sat there on his own free will?
He's just kind of sitting there, you know. If you watch, remember that remember that movie Knight's Tale? You know, where the dude's walking naked and he's trudging or whatever it's called. Like he lost all of his worldly goods. He's just sitting there with his loincloth on and a coif, but he's got like bandages across his face and stuff. He's trying to
I'll say,
cover up scars.
I'll say Manu. This was the guy I got all that equipment from. He was riding that nightmare that was put down.
Oh. Well, what's he doing now? I mean, I look over at him. I go, "Thanks for the gear. This belt looks amazing."
Well, that's how the old cookie crumbles, I suppose.
How did you get out of the ground?
You pulled me out of the ground when you took my kit, apparently. He's like, I was brought back to life by a Thayan, and then they left me for dead. Probably a shame thing.
Yo, you should be ashamed. You let this guy kill you?
I'm half your size.
Well,
What kind of warrior are you?
next time I'll bring a crossbow. You wouldn't happen to want to give me my helmet back, would you?
Being the cleric and somewhat good. I don't know if I need to roll a 20. I'll say something nice, so he's not so emotionally browbeaten.
Yeah, he's pretty. Well, I mean, he's straight up evil. You know what I mean? This is not a good dude. Yeah, he gets it. Like he's just
So
like,
why are you here?
Forgiveness.
I was gonna seek shelter at Darkhold until this battle's over, and then I'm going in, and pick some weapons off the ground, and get back on with my mercenary bounty hunter life. Seems like a good business scheme for me, because it's about to go down.
You want to?
Well, you might wanna go-
With us?
No.
What?
No.
I like this turtle over here. Like, hey.
Connor, he's worthless. Look at him.
Yeah.
Exactly. So why bring him?
That's it. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
fair.
So
That's fair.
Warduke, and I'll point the opposite way to where we're going. You want to go that way if you want to live.
Sounds good. He gives you like a bit of, nods of embarrassment, and barefoots his way through it's like, the Texas briars and, wait a minute vines, and just, it's not good that way. And you see laying on hands.
Well, as soon as I tell him to go, I just turn around and ignore him, so I don't really care what he's doing.
You can't ignore me. But then
I can.
You see before you, the ominous 5, 6, 7, 8 pillars of Darkhold. The gate is open that you can see. Like the portcullis is open. There's multiple portcullises, and you can see that it's like been under bad mismanagement. You do notice, I'd say with your passive perception, it does feel like there have been a lot of activity here. Like you don't have to do a high perception roll to know that like wagons and stuff like that were pulled out of here, and you see a lot of footprints, moving away from it, heading towards the well to the north.
I turn to Manu and go, I know we're trying to get in here. I'm a bit surprised that we're going for a frontal assault at this point.
That's our normal. That's our normal way of doing things.
I thought we were finding a easy way in, not hello front door, walk in.
Well, you know that the a sneaky way into Darkhold.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the Neverember ran straight out the front gate before he was captured.
Oh, straight out the gate. No, I thought.
Do you need a recap on where? Do you need a recap on what he?
No,
actually, you guys can try to remember.
No,
I wasn't there. I wasn't there.
When he spilled the beans. Oh yeah.
No.
Okay.
Because Manny wasn't there either.
No, that's right.
So who was there?
Henry was there.
Sure.
What was it? One more time? I'm sorry, I'm doing my card.
Rainier never
winter.
Never ember.
Plug it in.
Ever nimble.
EverQuest.
He spilled the beans about his entire thing.
The back door. Yeah, he's the one who gave us the intel about the way in, and that's what we based our plan on.
And going through the front door was part of that plan, yes?
I'm gonna go settle Addie for 1 second. She's having a little bit of an LOL prize crisis. Gonna go be a good Dungeons and Dads while you guys figure out the way forward. I'll be back in 1 minute.
All right, while he's gone, I can't remember.
All I'm thinking is, at the moment, the way he's described it is, got the big keep in front of us.
Right.
The pathway going into that keep, which is the main entrance. I would have thought, because the guy was saying that there was a back entrance.
No, I think
the back entrance is to the caldera, not into the keep itself.
The secret entrance is to the caldera, not to the keep.
Yep.
What they
In that case, then we need to find a less obvious way of getting inside this keep. Now we're here.
Or we can make ourselves even more obvious.
Manu, I know subtlety's not your... In fact, you don't even know how to spell subtlety.
No, it's spelled with a G, right?
Yeah.
No, the B somewhere in there.
Do you- Unless we're extremely lucky and there's not that many guards in this keep because they're all out protecting this keep, there's going to be quite a lot of people in there.
But can't we just shoot them?
Yeah, we can shoot them one or two at a time, but what if there's 10,000?
Then we shoot them 10,000 times.
Yes, Manny. How long do you think that would take?
Sorry.
Doubt. I don't know. Depends on how big these guys are. If they're goblins, I could not
LOL
very long.
crisis.
Do you expect them to be goblin size or bigger?
I don't know, Connor. I'm just I don't think that's what you're here for. This is why we pay you to think. I'm just here to be the muscle.
You're very good at it. Very, very good at it. However, let's just think. With our Mr. Dungeon Master, as we're looking at this keep, you said there wasn't an awful lot of people around?
It looks, bro. How do you want to make an assessment? So like you pop out, you're on the trail, Warduke was there, so you're kind of blown, but you kind of get this sense that he's also vacating, you know what I mean, or whatever.
To be honest,
it's quiet.
Yeah, to be honest, if I have any feeling that Warduke is going to rat us out,
he looks like a businessman who just did a bad business. And he wants to be done with cultists. Yeah, you know, like he was just there for he was just an NPCing for you if you had any questions about the local area, you know. But you can kind of see the white shadow outline of an NPC that wasn't selected enough as he's going through the briar bush. Like, oh man, great day for fishing, haha.
Because all I'm saying is if we have any feeling he might get double taps in the head, just to make sure he's gone.
Yeah, you're not getting that. You didn't get that. You didn't get that vibe.
Okay. So
he looked pretty defeated.
I could go look over the wall, Connor, if that helps.
Yeah, because that's subtle. That's real subtle.
Doesn't Lantoris have a creature? Don't you have the little dragon?
Nope.
Is Epione actually with us?
We discussed this, and the last time Epione played, when she teleported the last time, she didn't play the following week. So we're gonna do a little plot where when she teleports, her backstory is she's just smoked. Like she is useless. So she's just kind of with you guys like, ugh, big magic hurt me.
Okay. In that case, what's the light situation like in here?
It is like dawn.
So, okay. Is there anywhere that I can hide, have a little look around, and just so I can?
Yeah, so you're in a bit of a hedge path. So right now, you know, the tops of your heads on dirt, like a dirt mounded left to right trail that sort of switchbacks its way maybe once or twice to Darkhold. Darkhold is affixed to the back of a mountain, that clearly, and then another set of mountains, and then the volcano is kind of beyond that, about 20-30 miles almost. But you notice that you've got pretty good cover where you're at. Pretty barren, like maybe there used to be trees and stuff like that before, but due to the enormous amount of chromatic dragons that have been through this, there's various decay, there's burnt trees that are, beyond cinder. You know what I mean? Like it looks just pretty wrecked. Like all sorts of different kinds of baddies have been holding up in this place.
I could maybe talk to Ash and see if he wants to go in and scout around.
Who's Ash?
Ash is my owl bear.
Your owl bear?
Yeah, my owl bear.
How big's this owl? I know members owl bear, but they're not exactly inconspicuous.
Well, he's a barbarian, Connor.
I'm providing solutions.
Henry, got any ideas? Kygon, got any ideas?
If no one's got any ideas, I'm going to go and do some scouting. I'm just going to just turn around and vanish.
In all fairness, that's kind of your gig, and don't you have that cool cloak that you can teleport wherever you need to go?
Are you attuned to mountebank?
It's actually an untunable item.
God damn it, I need to read these things.
Tokyo.
Well, I wasn't expecting you to buy the whole store either. Well, just all of it. No. We got everything in here. Want it.
Like, I'll make this easy. Just give me everything.
How much money do you guys have left, by the way? Just curiosity. There's no stores from here till Tiamat, so...
What do we have left?
We have enough to get us by until we get the horde of Tiamat.
True. Oof.
Because
we've got a lot.
Okay. Damn. All right, Roger.
Because it's either, you see, we die, we don't need any treasure, or we're successful, and we have Tiamat's treasure. There is no other option.
Also
could go one or two ways.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go sneaky for give me 5 minutes, guys. I'm just gonna go sneak around a little bit, see if I can see any of the guys.
There's a lot of brush. There's a lot of brush where you're at, off to the left and right. You'll have to come up over a dirt mound. You know, the dirt mound follows you all the way through the switchback, so that it's basically, you know, this long fatal funnel up until the Darkhold that's kind of looking down on you. So if you wanted to take this path, the easy path, if this place was armed, you know what I mean, like full up manned, you just have a super go of it with 10 archers shooting down at you.
Is there, using the ring that you really didn't want to give me, that allows me to go through ground?
Yeah.
Can I use that to sort of get through a few little places a bit easier so I can actually see things a bit better?
Sure. Yeah.
I want to do a bit of sneaky for 5 minutes or so and then get back and then lead these guys the least...
Okay.
The less chance of us getting any issues on the way I'm after.
Do you want to get close to it, or do you want to get to a point of vantage, like to see... Like
point of vantage. Point of vantage.
So you could probably get to a point where if you climbed into the mountain, you could look down into Darkhold. So you see something over here, looks kind of like an abandoned... It has a nice little... like a cliff thing where maybe scouts could have looked back in the day, but it's kind of natural, and you know that it's probably like 200-300 meters away from it. It'd be impossible to get to you know, put a siege weapon up there, so they kind of left it that way. But you can get up to, you know, a piece of the mountain, because you think Darkhold's like placed almost into the mountain, right? So there will be, you know, mountain off to its right. But anyway, so you find that spot, and you can in and out, you know, like to get to the top of this thing.
Yep.
Okay.
So I get to the top. As I'm up there, because obviously as you just said there, I'm expecting this would be like an ideal scouting
You can see now across the south, like perfectly. You can see where things turn green 10, 15 miles away. You know, where that river that goes into the Sunset Mountains, but you have a very good vantage point of the Sunset Mountains proper. You can see where this canyon, where the canyon ride, where you and Steve went down, which you left Steve. Poor Steve.
Steve's got other things to do.
That's true. Steve's got to protect the queen.
Yeah.
Or whoever.
And
Lady Lariel.
He needs to heal a little bit.
Yeah, poor guy.
Okay, so at that, I'll turn away from the picturesque view, and I'm glad there's no one here asking me what my elven eyes can see, because it's one of those cliche moments.
Do your elven eyes see? Okay.
and I'll turn back towards the hold and actually see if I can see any movement in there at all. See if there's any guards that I can actually keep an eye on, just so I can see who we need to avoid.
Okay, give me a roll with advantage, or with whether you want to use perception or whatever you choose as how you want to look into this.
Perception, and I got 29.
Oh, jeez. So as you take your time being a really good scout, right? Like you've done this before. You've been in the prince's guards and the king's guards, stuff like that. So you've done missions like this before where you had to do like a terrain model or take a come back and tell Malandrak what this orc fort looked like. Anyway, so you get up there and you see down, and one of the instant things that you'll notice is like the keep is not destroyed. It's abandoned. There are banners, like tattered banners hanging from right above where one of the main entrances. There's a main entrance to get in, and it's got like towers to be able to, it's just funneled all the way to the front door where there's towers along the way, and you can clearly tell it'll blast you. You notice from the distance it looks completely vacant. You sit there for your 29 perception, you listen, you smell, you use all you know what I mean, you look at every crack, you wait to see if anything gets disturbed, you look at shadows, you look at everything, and this place looks completely abandoned. The one thing that you do know is there are some cart marks, like wagon marks, coming out. You see drag marks that if there was something of use, it's been dragged out. Like this, it looked like a company of some sort of humanoid had taken over this place, and you would guess that they left to go get with the army. Oop, we lost somebody. Henry? Yeah.
Okay, in that case then I will make my way back to the guys as fast as I can.
Okay. Earthing.
Yep.
Okay.
Sort of screeing down the mountain.
Yep. Well, you notice that like it's not even around you. You looked out to those old redoubts that I was talking about. Those don't even they don't even look lit, or you know what I mean, like.
So is it as if they've vacated this to be protecting this whole area rather than just this way in?
So you could tell they clearly collapsed to focus their strength. You know what I mean? Like they're drawing the army in. What you would gather is they know the armies of Elturel are coming. They don't want to be spread out. They have leaders. You know what I mean? Like they're not complete bobos. You do notice that when you do look up, there are dragons, but they're not over this area. You get the sense that if you hung out too long, there might be a pass. But they're kind of active, but they look like they're more active towards like the last horizon of mountains before the, you know what I mean? Like you're in the Cascades.
So what we're basically saying is that they don't expect us to be this far in already. They're like protecting the perimeter.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'll go back down. I'll explain all this to Manu, Kaigar, and everyone, and go, look. To be fair, Manu, we could just walk our way in. Should we go?
Told you, let's go.
Kaigan, what do you think, buddy?
Yeah, I'm with them.
Okay.
Not very interactive, but
Okay. So yeah, you guys pick up your gear. Did we lose someone? The
Henry's bouncing in and out.
Oh, okay. So you guys pick up your gear or what you have. You got lots of different items. Well, it's all in the bag of holding, and you kind of move closer. You take your time going up the switchback. Even you, Kaigan, you notice that nature here has kind of receded. But you do notice that like a dragonfly here and there is like coming back, and but it doesn't seem like nature was, if you were a big game or anything like that, you were probably being eaten like right away. So it looks very foraged. You continue up the switchback, and there before you is a stone gate, and the door appears to be like they closed it behind them, but it's like ajar. Like they didn't really give it. You know what I mean? Like they didn't lock it up or anything like that. Like you see the door is slightly ajar.
Before we go in, I'm going to cast Speak with Animals.
Right.
And I'm going to ask Ash, it's like, are you cool with going in with us right now?
Is this the first time that we've talked?
Yeah.
Hey, cool. Af, nice to meet you.
Manu. This is
So, how can I
sweet.
help you?
Well, I don't want you to feel like you're like beholden to me or anything. I don't want you to think that I'm an orc like those assholes that kept you chained up.
No, you've been pretty good to me.
Just want to see like, do you want to hang out with us and like do you want to fight with us?
Can they hear me?
No.
Can these guys hear me?
No,
Oh, cool.
it's just us.
He's like, he points over. He's like, I like that guy in the red beard. He seems like he gets it. No, that elf over there. Yeah.
Can you
I
go
get
pat
it.
go pat the guy with the red beard on? Go pat him on the head.
Nah.
Just do it.
He goes,
Just go pat him on the head.
comes over and he reaches over and he's looking at Manu and
Step back.
yeah,
Okay.
tries to reach out, but you could tell he's like reaching out like in a chill way.
Okay.
You know, he's like,
Now go to Connor and take your finger and poke his forehead.
okay, but this is kind of getting silly.
It is silly, but
And he goes over to Connor and pokes him in the chest.
I just look at Manu and slowly shake my head.
So what do you want me to do, man? How can I help?
Can you fight with us? Can you protect? Can you kind of be a protector of the whole group? I know you've
like,
kind of been like doing some point defense things lately, but now that we can talk on occasion, just want to see like what do you want to do? Like what are you cool with?
There's not a lot of owl bears, and I just want friends, and you guys seem pretty nice. You guys left me back in the keep a long time ago, but I figure you guys were busy. So, yeah, I'd be happy to stay with you guys as long as you need me, I suppose.
Cool.
I like you.
Well, I like you too. Sorry about the Cragmaw Keep thing.
That's okay.
Wasn't
I was an
sure.
owl bear. Everybody's always afraid of owl bears. I get it.
Cool. Well, we're gonna go inside if you want to join us.
Okay, I'll stick around. I mean, what am I gonna do? Do you have any food? I'm starving.
Shit. Do I have food? Henry, can you make some food? Henry makes food, right?
I have provisions in my bag. I will give him food I have, but I'm not gonna burn a slot just to feed this guy.
I think I've got some rations I could toss at him.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure the wild animal will love our hardtack. It'll be fine.
Like, well, let's get in there and see what we can find. He's like, I don't smell anything though. So, I'm getting hungry.
Cool. I rub his head and then press on.
That's weird, but it's okay. Yeah, like a feather falls out. He's like, we're not the petting type because feathers. We're tapping, but and he taps you. Ow! See, this isn't gonna work.
Yeah.
Let's go.
We won't touch each other. It's fair. It's okay.
That sounds great. It's a good policy. It's 2022. Hands to ourselves. All right. Woo! Coip's getting warm. Under $50 cosplay each sesh. We'll see what happens. It's gonna need some WD-40 though. I can already smell some rusty. All right. What do you guys want to do? Thanks for, this is going.
Should we just get a jog on and get in here as soon fast as we get under cover as fast as we can? Because the only danger we've got really that I can see is if a dragon happens to spot us whilst we're on here, so we need to be in the open the least amount of time.
Something that I probably should have added to your search is like, yes, you do see dragons like circling and then they cast out in a direction. They're circling the well of dragons, then they cast out, you know what I mean, in a direction and then come back. But it seems very like there is definitely a method to it, a form and function, as it were. So they're led by, Lenithon's in there at a minimum. And Lenithon is wicked smart. You know that you've ran across those twin dragons, and there's one of those left. And in Vorangor and Morn Thornthar wanted to, like, I forget what his name is. It was Vor, right? Vor is the one that's still alive? Yeah, Vor and Mornthar is...
Varanthograph of Lana.
Yeah, Big V is like this close to leveling up to Ancient Dragon. Yeah, my bad. That didn't come out good at all.
V plus 13.
V plus 13. Got it. V13. Kygon, you're quiet, buddy. Is there anything that Kygon's thinking that you know what I mean, you're feeling behind on, that as you're walking in, you could ask the party, be like, hey, what's don't forget to think out loud, and so you don't get confused or anything like that.
Yeah. I'm just kind of, at this point, this is kind of Connor's lane, checking for traps and finding the way in and that kind of thing. So
you just got your axe over your shoulder and you're just trugging along. Lantaurus, anything you're thinking about as you're walking into this thing? Just robot stuff? You can just be like, yeah.
Specifically. I'm playing with my lion statues right now.
Okay. Yeah, and you got those cool schematics at some point, but we'll get to that when we get to it. So you guys move up and you see this Henry's cruising along as well with you guys, and you get up to the front door that's ajar. How would you like to proceed?
So,
and these aren't small doors. These are 10, 20 foot, you know what I mean? Like tall doors that can
What material are the doors made of?
Iron.
Damn it.
You feel like everything's made of iron from here forward. Strangely enough. Do you want to know, in my 30 minutes of note taking yesterday, I have in parentheses, everything's made of iron.
That's fine. But you do realize that the elemental plane of earth, metal comes from earth, so it's fine.
Oh, that's true. Okay, it's iron though.
It's not actually. It says solid earth or rock.
So I can detect magic, and I can detect good and evil. Okay. I think detecting good and evil is kind of a moot point.
Okay.
But as far as detect magic goes, it's a 10-minute spill, knowing that I'm going to, if we're about to execute, I'll go ahead and cast it now.
Okay. It goes out to what, 30, 60?
30 feet.
Nothing.
Okay.
Oh, Manu. You're instantly
Manu's
like, yeah, Manu's definitely a form of evil. Evil right now.
Dumb evil. Big
yeah.
evil.
Yeah.
So it's like a muted magenta color in the aura.
Yes, but you were definitely sensing a pretty sour alignment from Manu.
All right.
But we've already worked through this. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't the time. Yeah, we've already.
Yeah, let's press, guys.
Okay.
Are the
doors are cracked, but you need to, you know what I mean? Like, you get the sense that this is not going to be like you just open up the door.
I will.
Or it's like 30 foot walls as well.
I'll just use athletics and push it from the inside, push it further open.
Push it,
Hang on a minute. If it's open enough that we can get through, just leave them as they are.
No, it's not. It's like slightly ajar. You know what I mean?
So
like
which-
it's not. They closed it, but
Okay.
it doesn't seem locked. You know what I mean?
And which way's the doors open?
Out.
So we'd have to pull them out. Can I have a look down the gap and just see if there's any bars in place trying to hold them in place?
Yep.
21 on perception.
So you see that maybe 3 or 4 creatures had pushed this door to where it's at and just like left it. So you kind of look up, you do see a broken, the portcullis thingy. It looks ajar, like because of just misuse or someone bumbled it, but it just like someone tried to operate it properly and it just like sunk into, you know what I mean, one of the walls. But it looks just broken and rusted.
Because everything's made of iron.
FE, baby. It's Erware.
It's not called iron. It's not called iron. It's called anti-Connor.
So should I just open this, guys?
Yeah. You and Kygon can do this. I'm not. I'm definitely not a strong person.
Okay.
That is a
You can get like hands behind it. You know what I mean? And then
23 athletics.
okay, how do you want to try
These
it?
two people?
Yeah, you guys can share this one.
Okay.
The more dudes, the lower the DC, I guess, is how I would describe something like this.
18.
23.
18 and 23. You guys are able to get your hands in there, and you guys just like start digging your your heels in until you can get up on the front of your toes, and you just like you're digging in really hard, and then Kygon's able to squeeze a little bit, beside you, Monix. You're freaking huge, and then you guys just like start rucking it. You just start like pushing it, and it opens up 3 or 4 feet, far enough for you guys to be able to get in.
Ah, see, Connor? No problem here.
And then as you look in, you see 40-foot walls in a funnel, probably like 10, 20 feet into, there's towers that kind of look down. So if you broke into this thing, it's one of those, I forget my vocabulary, but it's just like a archer's delight as you see another door that looks closed. It's got like iron on the, iron, swiveled how you doing's there, and like a
Lots of iron.
yeah, it's just bizarre. You could think that maybe this place was built because there was an iron mine or something like that. But something that you notice, there is a tattered banner. Connor, everybody does see a tattered banner above the door. It's like cut in half, and you can kind of see what looks out like skinny outstretched wings and a snake in the center. But this thing looks really, really old.
Can I do a religion check to see if I recognize?
Yes. Or history. Same.
Okay. Sorry, dogs. That's a 19.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you've seen this loads of times, and you know that Connor's got a tattoo of it on his arm. It's the sign of the Zentarum.
Oh, that's lovely.
No, I haven't. Shh.
Oh yeah, you didn't see his tattoo on his arm, but he's got a Slytherin tattoo, the snake that snakes around.
Oh,
You've
I will say,
seen the winged snake.
Oh, Zentarum, eh?
But you
Matter
start
of
getting
fact.
the idea that is old. Like, based on what you know that they were probably the last proper residents of this place,
Boy, the Zents really know how to build shit, right?
or take over shit.
Yeah, they have a thing for iron as well.
Irony. This is castle irony.
Take a clip
Yep.
of that one.
Yeah, so we need the clip master for our thing. Okay.
Do I see anything with true sight through this that these guys may not be able to detect?
Nope.
Hey,
No
guess what,
illusions.
Guess what, Manu?
No,
Guess what, Manu?
27 on the perception with true sight.
Guess what, Manu?
What?
You're not the only person with that ability.
Who else?
Oh
has it?
yeah. Bing dong. And this helmet that I gave him.
Oh. so now you look ridiculous, right?
I do require a new mini before Tiamat. We have to build the dread helm on an elf. Trying to be sneaky. Because he definitely
Looks
has
ridiculous.
the dread helm. Yeah. He's got
I'm
red
that character.
eyes.
Hey, look, I'm that character that went onto the mission and had perfectly matching armor, found the most obscure item that's got the best stats in the world, and I just swapped it over. I'm just done.
And
I
you
don't
can't,
care.
and you can't transmog it. It's just
No,
it is-
there's no transmogs at the moment. For apparently, this helm resists them. So Tim said.
It looks like Warduke. You're my new Warduke. So that's okay.
So he's,
See?
so
Or
he's
just
walking
lives.
around with this helmet that just like
No,
bobbling
it does
around.
shrink down.
Like
No, it
a
does shrink
moose
down to.
horn.
It does shrink down to elven size. It just has these great big eerie things on the side of it.
So we
Yeah.
we both look ridiculous. Nice. I love it.
Yeah.
Because I have horns
And a tricorn hat.
and a tricorn hat. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty tight. Yep. Henry's got a pretty sick helmet. Helm of the Priest is pretty rad. I
Is
can't
it a
remember what
Pope?
that.
Is it a Pope
I'm
hat?
the only one that looks like he belongs because
Yeah.
I'm
We
dressed
need
up
one of these
for it.
character artists to draw these dudes. We'll do something of Tiamat with the 5 or 6 of you guys. I reached out to a dude that takes commissions, but I was like, hey, just watch us, or I'll describe the characters to him. We'll draw something. I'll send you guys Christmas cards with all y'all on it.
Yeah.
Anyways, so there's a door in front of you guys. This is the clean, door to get in. As you kind of look around, you're definitely with your true sight, your high 27 perception true sight. You're getting the feeling that this place is like super duper abandoned. Not abandoned because, they discovered a witch. Abandoned as in this was a great hold-up site to protect the backside of the Well of Dragons and support the redoubts. This looked like one of the key interior lines is a magic word we use. This is a key piece of infrastructure to have interior lines to protect the Well of Dragons.
Well,
Right? Am I using that word right?
I'm just gonna step out
Okay.
and move.
Yeah,
on.
you're in there.
Yeah, just move
Crickets,
on to the.
crickets, crickets.
Just
Yep.
keep on going to the next door.
Okay.
I'll just keep a general perception 16 constantly as I'm walking down,
Okay.
even though my passive is 18, active is 16.
Oh, there it is. One sec. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so, yep, there's the door. You see it sitting before you. It seems latched, like it's got an iron. You lift the thing and you can push it open. Hi, Sharon. You push it open and everything's.
Oh, so we could open this one easy.
It doesn't look locked. It looks like it's got the classic, the old timey, iron clicker. You lift it up, or you push it down, and it unhinges a thing, and you can kind of pull on it. It doesn't have. It's got a lock, but it
Got a
doesn't.
lock, is it?
Yeah. Huh?
Is it locked?
you get the sense that like whoever had the keys to this thing hasn't been around this place for like 50, 30, 10, 15 years, and you know, Kaigon, you know this. It was abandoned for a long time, and you know that like smugglers were here. You don't know who the Zentarum are. You know the Zentarum to Connor and stuff like that. They're like super.
They're businessmen.
evil
That's all they
businessmen.
are.
Yep,
They're not evil. They're just business. They're just businessmen.
100% evil. But yes. Yeah. But Connor did the history check. He's like, yeah, yeah. I mean, they're clean. They're a clean business until they're not. You know.
Can we just knock
In
on
that
the
case,
door?
then, can I?
Yeah.
No,
you know.
listen. I'll look at the lock. Does the lock look like it's locked?
It doesn't. It looks like a lock. It's got the hourglass looking thing.
Okay, in that case, then I'm going to pick the lock with my thief's tools.
Okay.
Oh, we have
Go ahead,
these
roll.
tools? Yes.
I'm actually a rogue. Do you know that?
He's not just John Wick.
$33.
Yeah. As you get in there, you're like, oh, this is the locks I used to train on. I was like, click, and it opens right up. Like, oh, this is Acme locks. Interesting. Click, and opens up. But it wasn't even locked. Like you just as you
Is
were
it a
picking this, you're like, oh, and then you just click the lever and like open it up. And you're like,
Is it a decent lock though, or is it a pile of shit?
it's a decent lock, but it's just not locked.
I'll put it in my pocket then.
Okay. Oh. I don't know where this is gonna bite me in the ass, but okay. No, it's a terrible lock. Yeah.
Interesting.
So
all I need
open up
now is some chain.
into a it's a square room that's got a square balcony above it, 10, 20 feet, and you see two entrances into the front of you, and there is a fountain in the middle. Okay, so like it's a big kind of square room, like a kind of receiving thing, and it opens up into skylight, probably, you know, with a circular skylight that's, you know, 10 feet across.
I'm gonna do a nature check to see if I can tell where Rainier came from, which direction he
Okay.
came from.
Okay.
That is a 22.
Okay. You know, get down and you look and you can see where there is a pretty significant like blood trail that's just in the dirt, like matted in the dirt. You see the yellowish tin of, you know, dried out blood in like one spot. You sniff it and you correlate that to, you know, Neverember.
Like, he went that direction, whichever
And it's off. Yeah, it's off to the right.
whichever door that is. He came from that
Yeah.
direction.
Like a, you know, one of those keystone looking archways. You know, it's off to the right. Off to the left, you see lots of footprints and things like that as well. This one, clearly someone was drug out of that was bleeding pretty heavily.
And well, so he came from Henry. He actually made it to the end of the tunnel, correct? Or close to the end of the tunnel, ish. But he made it through to the tunnel, and then he was dragged away from the tunnel. Yes.
He made it. You remember him saying he made it, and he went far, far, far down this tunnel. He knew that there was rumors about this thing. He made it into a room, did some stuff. He felt like a gigantic tug on his arm as he exfilled out of there. The correlation between the dreams and stuff, and, you know, talking to various deities or whatever, like, yeah, that's the path. But he didn't make it. You know that he didn't make it all the way.
Right. I just know, like, he made it to where we need to get to. So if I track his stuff or his smell or his stuff, then that'll get us to where we need to get to.
You remember him falling through a tapestry as he was hiding.
Right.
In a supply room.
Yep.
So I think we need to follow that unless you guys want to go venture elsewhere.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah, I'd say let's go through the path.
Follow the blood.
On the blood. I heard the front door. Okay. So you follow as you go into this keystone, look into entrance, and there's the one off to the left. As you get into this thing, you see it on the other side. This is another hallway where the other door opens. This one goes downstairs, and the other one goes upstairs. Like it wraps, to the left. It wraps like a stairway that goes that way. That obviously goes up into where the balcony was, and this one heads downwards. And then there's a pair of double doors that would lead into the keep proper, and it's like 10 sets of hard stone stairs that go up to a pair of double doors. You get the idea that's the entrance to the keep and things like that. Probably quarters and stuff. And then to the right is to wherever this guy was. You smell from that area. It smells like maybe there was old stables and things like that this way. Like this is where, you know what I mean? Like stores are. Servants and stuff.
Well, let's press downstairs then. Yeah.
It curls around a little bit and it opens up in two different ways. As I mentioned, there is a place where there's underground stables that come up into the keep. On a gradual slope, and then to the left there's a long hallway. There's various doors, maybe a kitchen and things like that, and then it goes down probably like 30-40 feet, and then it descends. There's sconces and stuff like that. It's pretty dark right now. As you guys get in here, it is now obscured and dark because of the lack of light that's getting into here. There is some daylight coming through this level because of like there is like a small kitchen that has a vent into outside, and light is coming in from these places, so it's very dim.
Would you guys like some light in here? Do you guys care? I know you don't.
Does
Connor.
everybody have parking? Does anybody not?
I can turn on the light bringer too.
I
Who can't see in the dark?
I can. I'm a human.
I can light sconces along the way without. How about I light like a sconce every so often?
Every other.
How about
like that?
Henry just uses his sword, and if he needs to, he can put it in the sheath to stop it?
Yeah, I can do that. I'll use Lightbringer as the mag light for the party.
Hey guys, I'm gonna check on Addy real quick. My dad's senses are going off. I'll be right back.
What? Don't shake your head at me, Connor. Don't shake your head at me.
We don't want people to know we've come this way.
They're gonna see our footprints.
Yeah, but there's so many other footprints here. That's relatively easy to hide.
It's just a sconce. See, watch. And then
I'll just like, oh. Did that eye make you more stupid?
Yes, it did. Actually, becoming a warlock made me more stupid.
That's why I said it.
But I'm more charismatic about it.
So basically, you're a himbo, are you?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm not super charismatic, but I'm more charismatic than I was before.
Okay, she's being good. I have to make some apple juice though. It's apple juice time. It's time to give away +5 plate armor.
Ooh.
Yay! Can we have +5 plate armor that is made of a metal that doesn't impose stealth at disadvantages?
Sure, why not? Yay, Sundays. All right, so love Dungeons and Dragons. As my computer up there restarts for the 3rd time today. Lots of updates in the old Windows world today.
So on that note, how have we got like 12 or 14 minutes until you freeze?
What time is
That's a
it?
good point.
Yep. No, I don't think so. Honestly, so I updated the, like the amount of things. So the plan that I did have was like 10 devices or something. And when I did the math on it, if you count like Netflix, iPad, Addy running 2 things, us running, I think we kirked it out because my son was definitely, he gets to watch stuff too. So
Doing teenager things.
doing teenager things. But give me one second.
You're far too nice. You are. Just cut them off. It's fine.
This laptop's just gonna be. I'm leaving it. Goodbye, laptop. When in doubt, just turn it off. All right, sorry guys. So you're in that, the stores area, the provisions area of this place. If anybody has any questions or anybody wants to think out loud, let me know. As the DM, I get some, I hope Kaigon's not bored energy, and how can I know last week was like over the top. So, we'll see. Anyways, you get the sense, Manu, as you're rolling your 16, that a drop here or there, it's coming from, he described, I came from downstairs, and you're like, you felt the turn, you know what I mean? And like, you see more downstairs, like ahead of you.
I'll just run another nature check, and that one is a 13.
Okay. Yeah, it's still that direction. You get
I'll
to
go
the
and talk to Manu. Manu, what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to follow his trail.
Okay. You've got someone that's is kind of, it's my job to find people.
Here we go. Here we go.
You have amazing abilities. I couldn't have done what you did on the door. Imagine me trying to open that door. How long would it have taken?
I don't know. You seem to amaze me with certain things.
That door, I would never have got it open in a million years.
But,
So,
well, okay, then you know what, Connor? Okay, I'll just hang out back here.
so survival check. Because it's survival to track people, just to let you know.
Oh, that's
Right.
What'd you roll, buddy?
30.
Jeez. Yeah, so once he showed you, once you saw him searching through stuff, and he like picks up a clump of like, a lot of dirt is coming through here because whatever type of humanoid they were not like the most hygienic, right? So it's like there's fur rubbed against the wall and stuff, and he picked up a clump of dirt that was like almost muddied from a splatter of blood. He smells it, and you're like and you see him like kind of dart down the path. So you went and you grabbed the same stuff, and you're like, oh, okay. You follow him as the blood spatters a little bit less, and this was like what, almost 2 weeks ago, right? When this happened, you see a few drops and it leads you downstairs. You notice that there is a lot heavy footprints. All of these rooms, some of them are ajar. It's like a kitchen. The doors are open. It's a kitchen, but there's like bed and matting everywhere. Like creatures have been sleeping everywhere. And you pick up bugbears, like shit tons of bugbears are here. Kaigon, you pick it up as well. They're like kind of the same scent with your passive perception. that you could see even along the hallways that there's some matting where hay has been used for someone to kind of sleep on the ground. Maybe 100 or so bugbears used to hang out here. You follow this down and you get into a large storage area, but all of the barrels and boxes are open and unturned. Like the very first thing these dudes came in here was searched for everything. Everything is kind of just like broken to pieces, and you can't necessarily see anything too crazy. Well, you don't see an entrance or anything like that beyond this. It looks like just an open warehouse area.
Okay. So, as orcs and goblins and all that is my favorite enemy, do I reckon that they're... You were saying that they were here a few weeks ago.
These dudes look like they left maybe a week ago. The event of Neverember was a few weeks ago.
Okay, so I'll let the guys know that there was a hell of a lot of bugbears here. It looks like they left about a week ago.
Tygon, you're like, yeah, that makes sense. Seems like the bugbears were back on this side of the mountain, and you know that there was a pretty solid tribe of bugbears that worked the Sunset Mountains, and they rolled into the cult.
I'll mention that.
Once nice. Were there a lot of them last time you were here, Kygon?
We fought some with Argent when we found Rainier Neverember. Fought, I think, like 5. But we didn't go all the way in, so I don't know how many were actually all the way inside.
That's fair. Bugbears can be a bit of a pain.
Mobs got to mob.
Now I've done my sort of helping Manu bit out, I sort of step backwards and let Manu sort of take the lead, because I feel that he needs it. So, I'll sort of go, they went that way, Manu.
I go, I think they went that way, guys. I'll
be like the classic backseat driver. Every now and then, if he goes wrong, I'll like, and he'll like, oh, it's that way.
And I point the wrong direction. I was like, I think they went that way.
It's a wall.
That way.
You see a hatch, like an open, like broken hatch on the ground. And you see barrels kind of pushed away with it. It doesn't take you much to realize that there was a second kind of cold storage area inside this room.
We're also looking for a tapestry, right?
But you see in this room, no tap. You know what I mean? Like, you look at the walls, you see all the walls, right? This room, broken boxes and stuff like that. Like, they went into the provision room and just ransacked anything of use. You know, there's rotten grain and stuff like that that's been spilt out that's really old, and cotton and things, but like just like bits of cotton, like not a lot, because they would have used that to stay warm or whatever, but they took things like that. But you see a hatch that leads, you know, the classic trapdoor hatch thing that looks, you know what I mean, like that's open on the ground.
Do I still have my caltrops?
Pretty sure I have some.
I do.
I've got some D4s.
I think I have some in my bag too.
Those are also caltrops.
Have you guys seen the new D4s that are coming out? They're like,
yeah, they're really good. They roll lots better.
Really? Okay.
Oh yeah, really. They are. I've got a couple of sets with them, and they roll. They actually roll.
Can you show me? They look like teardrops, right? Almost.
I'll have to go find them. They're in a pack somewhere. I'll find them in a bit for you.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
But they are good. I actually prefer them, but they're quite rare. They don't do them in the sets I actually like.
Understood. So there you guys go. You're in the room. It's a pretty big room. It goes about, 60, 80 feet, and in the back corner, you see the hatch.
Connor, do you want to go
You guys are-
check the hatch?
I was gonna say, do we want
I
to investigate the hatch?
Yeah, I'll investigate the hatch to see if there's any traps or it's locked or anything like that around it.
Sorry.
23,
Dungeons
24.
and Dragons is slow sometimes.
24.
Okay, so you go down, you look, you poke your head in there, and there's like a descending, strong, wooden staircase ladder. You know what I mean? Like it's not a staircase, but it's kind of, or it's like a ladder that's a bit staircased down. I'm horribly describing that. And it goes down like 20 feet, and there are rows and rows of like wine barrels and stuff like that. And you see emptied like stains on the ground where these dudes must have found it, and they polished off about 3 of the 20 of these barrels that go along the wall. And in the back there you can see that it opens up, and there's various boxes. Some have been moved and stuff like that. You get the feeling that they only recently discovered this, probably when Neverember bumbled out of here.
Okay, I'll
They
explain
didn't
that.
have time to like completely ransack it as bad as.
So
the-
can I have a look? Can I have a look around to see if they've missed anything of value?
Okay. Yep.
24.
As you check in the wine and stuff like that, like you can tell that the Zents, and there's your symbol on it on all the barrels, as the symbol of a snake with wings on them, and the wine is like really good. As you kind of look around, you can tell that this is some sort of storage where, like, if the Zents ever started losing money or anything, they're packing away where they bought stuff, like, they'll clean out and buy things so they can sell it later. So there's just like rows of cotton, various beans and coffees and things like that. And this is just like a long-term deposit that they put here for times of woe, so that they can, capitalize. You get to the back, there's various, 2 or 3 crates are open that had like, some clothes and stuff in it, but the crates go back pretty far, and you can see kind of a path as you looked where he was skirting around.
Okay, in that case then, we'll all get down there. We're going that way. I'm going to shut the trapdoor behind me.
Okay.
Can I use that newly found lock I've got to lock this place?
Yep. I'm sure you can figure out a way to fashion it, with the artificer. So if you want to ask your artificer to figure out a way to manipulate the iron to the iron, I'll allow that. But the lock goes the other direction, so when he comes back, he can work on that.
We'll find some way. What I'm just doing is I'm securing some assets for the future.
Understood.
Can
Well, you guys being the assets.
Can mending be used to affix one object to another object?
No,
That
'cause
is
it's
an
only
object that's already created can be fixed back to its natural form.
Right, that's okay.
it's not welding, it's mending.
Oh, that's different.
Okay, are the Henrys and the Lantauruses around somewhere? Caw-caw.
Yeah, I'm here. Dan's walked into the kitchen to get something to eat.
Okay.
I'm having bandwidth issues.
Tell him he's rolling one of his artificer checks to build a locking mechanism when he comes back.
Very well. And like I said, I'm having bandwidth issues. You guys, if I turn my video on, you guys go weird.
Understood. There's Robot.
To be fair, we're weird anyway. It's
Completely valid.
I love sending my super hyper masculine friends pictures of me all dressed up in shit. The angel one was not received well by several friends.
Lantaurus.
I have
Lantaurus,
smithing tools, and I have tinkering tools on me right now too.
Yeah, basically what we've got is this trapdoor that we're shutting. I've got this lock that I picked up earlier. and we're going to fashion something with this and this door to be able to lock it.
Okie dokie.
So, on a cursorily check of this place, Tim, just looking how many boxes there are and what they are, and doing
Speaking of curse, just kidding.
doing my mental arithmetic on how much goods would cost. Is this a reasonably lucrative hidey hole?
Yes. Yes. Hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of at least the wine, because as you taste it, like it's got clearly stolen from the Misty Woods. You know, like this is one of those spots where in the black market they're hiding stuff, and it was deep down in one of their castles as well. So this is a pretty solid, but this is a provision vault. This isn't a treasure vault, right? Like they're gonna make money in hard times off this shit.
One person's provisions or another person's treasure.
Yes. That's the
Yes,
name
I
of this
will
one.
make lots of money off this after we finish this. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. That you do get that sense that this castle is vacated. The Zentarum probably, you know what I mean, like almost forgot that they took it over. But roll a perception check, if you would.
Me?
Kaigon. Let's play Kaigon. Let's play Dungeons and Dragons. You're searching around stuff. Whatever you like, insight, perception, or investigation. Whichever one you prefer. Because you see them kind of searching. Huh?
13.
Okay. So they're looking around for loot specifically. Manu is looking around for
My brain.
he's like smelling blood everywhere, and he gets focused. Like my beagle, like when he's on ears, he's just ears. When he's on nose, he's just nose. And Manu's like desperate for more blood trail. He's kind of on that stuff. And Dan Lantoris is building the locking mechanism. Henry's praying. And you look up and you notice a weird, oh God, thank you, my vocabulary came back. A fresco on the ceiling and the walls, way more ancient than maybe how old you are, than the Zentaurums or anything, but it's like a cracked, you know how frescoes get cracked after a long time, like, you know, that Pompeii kind of, like, you do see colors, bits of reds and blues and stuff like that, and you can see a fresco that's in this room that doesn't necessarily match why it's up, you know what I mean? Like up above you was, you know, the cellar and stuff. There's an interesting fresco here that says that it dates back to a really long time ago.
Okay, I'm gonna point it out to Connor.
I'll have a look. Wow. How is it a good fresco? Because there's some really shit ones out there.
Is it al
I don't know.
fresco?
Depends on how high you roll, I guess. Like, yeah.
What do you want me to roll?
If you rolled a 6, it's a pretty garbage fresco.
Okay. I will perceive to see how good a fresco it is.
Okay.
28.
Pretty solid. You see, you do notice that as you look up, you see various like scenes of, you know, like a wizard or something like that doing various ceremonies in various degrees, like the beginning of a ceremony, you know, and you know, the middle where like there's an orb and the light comes out of an orb, and then you see it advances where there's this red cloaked wizard, long black hair, and a beard, standing next to another wizard with a, you know, nice pointy hat, and a cane, like a very classic looking wizard. And It appears that they're not like getting along, and they're now the next piece is their backs are apart, and you see this red wizard speaking with a shadow, and then you see the red wizard like aiming towards a spell, and as you're looking around you see a tapestry tattered against like behind like 3 or 4. As you're following it, you're kind of reading these things, and you touch like mildewed fabric like on the side, and you pull your hand back because you feel your as your thumb touches it, like it feels like arcane.
I'll keep my hand away and say, "Hey Manu, you looking for some tapestry type thing?"
Yeah. Tapestries.
Well,
I love
I think
'em.
Kygon's onto something. Kygon noticed this drawing on the wall. It looks a bit alfresco-y. It's pretty look at this. Look, and I'll point out the wizards and all that sort of stuff, and like take him on the journey just so he's not getting just straight there.
Yeah, this looks like it's
as we get around the
1274 dragon something. It looks about that old, back in the 1270s.
Have I seen this in any of my children's books?
You can read.
I didn't say
Well, yeah, roll one of your, if you want to investigate, if you want to you roll some insight, you want to, so I don't really care what you roll, just describe how you want to roll it, you know what I mean? Like I want to use perception for this or investigate for that.
I'm looking up, it's like, have I seen this I'm wanting to know if I've seen this in any of my children's books that I don't read, Connor. I look at them upside down.
The guy
In that case,
the guy with the pointy hat you've seen before.
Oh, that was a 6 on investigation.
Yeah, in the books, you've heard of Elminster. You see Elminster. There's a part where it's like very clear in your picture books, you know what I mean? Where Elminster's not talking to this guy anymore. Like, you get the sense through the party that there was a rift at some point in time.
Like, these two guys don't like each other anymore.
So that one's Elminster. Who's the other one?
I don't know.
Anybody have a strong history? Anybody have a strong?
I've only seen the red
I
guy.
do.
All right, so you guys call over Henry. Henry, as he's reading in his he's got one of those small Bibles that are just like, like the tiny ones, your pocket Bible, like old timey. Huh?
No, I just said pocket Bible.
Yeah.
I actually have the comic book Bible.
Okay, cool. Tight.
So I'll go.
So Henry goes over and takes a look at the scene.
So I'll do an insight check, and that is a dirty 29.
So Henry, you look at this thing and you take a step back and you're like, this is the old Cult of the Dragon. This is the nexus of the old Cult of the Dragon. That's Samaster and that's Elminster. They used to get on, and then Samaster trying to, become powerful himself. This is the separation of the two. He's in Henry. You just, after all that you've seen and dealt with, you just like, huh? And everything kind of points towards this tapestry against the wall, and you're like, interesting. Like,
am I gleaning that? Clearly, there's a connection, but clearly there's a deeper connection that
roll a perception check.
Okay, perception.
Kygon, you roll one too.
That is a natural 20 on a real dice.
Or don't.
So got a natural 20.
You did too?
Yeah.
Hey!
You said roll real dice.
You
roll
heard
real
stories
dice.
from your mother about things that went down back in the day in this area. That the Cult of the Dragon, a long time ago, we're in this area. You look at the tapestry and you see giant boned dragon on the tapestry. It's just a giant like bone, you know what I mean? Like it's a skeleton dragon. And you're like, Henry and Kygon both having, you know, knowledge of this, like, this is why there's a tunnel here. This goes to the Well of Dragons. This was Semaster's lab somewhere near here. This was how he must have came out. Semaster is the founder of the Cult of Dragons. Semaster found necromancy but his big deal was raising, and it dawns on you, Dracoliches. On the dragon itself, you see this large, you know, skeletal dragon, like, so the culminating, you know what I mean, like, and you just see lightning coming from it everywhere, and behind it on this tapestry are like reptilian green eyes.
Son of a bitch.
This is my 30 minutes of planning yesterday.
So this is the birthplace, if you will, of those guys.
Before the Cult of the Dragon went chromatic-y.
Okay.
Tiamat.
Check.
Yeah. So you know that Severin is the new hotness. This is Semaster, old hotness. But you get it. You're like, this is clearly the old. Back when this thing was running. You know what I mean? Back when the Cult of the Dragon was more underground, this was probably a spot.
When it was cultish, when it was truly
The
cultish.
Zentarum probably were Semaster's front. You know, like, it's all coming back. It's all coming back to you now.
This isn't Manu, because Manu wouldn't even think about this, but with necromancy and the Thayans having necromancy, would they be part of that break-off splinter from Semaster?
You know, through Henry, you know that Semaster was like, you know, his avarice for knowledge. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't matter, dark magic, light magic, or whatever. If the Thayans had knowledge of stuff, he was getting in it. You know what I mean? Like, that's where, you know what I mean? Like, things started going south.
Well, I guess this is me just thinking. Are the Thayans born from Semaster's knowledge?
Not necessarily. No, not necessarily. Not that necromancy stuff. No, I'm trying to think of who was before Zaztam. I forgot. Zaztam's old as fuck. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
you know, Zaztam is Zaztam. Zaztam's the old Cobra commander from 1980s G.I. Joe. You know what I mean? Like, Zaztam's still there.
Gotcha.
Thanks for validating me, old DM. But yeah.
Yeah, it was just a thought. It was just a thought. Like, ooh, Red Wizard.
They definitely, Zaztam and Semaster definitely probably ran into each other during hero battles back in the, you know, initial Avengers kind of shit.
Right. Yeah,
but you get that, like, this is where things, you get that, like, you're on the old-fashioned thread of why. You know what I mean? Like, you get the sense that, like, I'm on the, it's always this, you know what I mean? Like, it all has stuff to do with stuff. You know what I mean? It's always, you know what I mean? This place.
So this is why they're doing it here, because some asshole decided to bring some dragons back.
This is, you get the feeling like this has got some necromantic power to this volcano. It's a special place for summoning.
Well, it is called the Well of the Dragons.
Also, it's called the Well of Dragons.
Is it because the dragons are well, or is it?
First of all, as a DM that did 30 minutes of planning this and just had an absolute shit week, I really appreciate how long we've taken just to get to the tapestry. Just gonna say. I do have a full page of notes for, you know what I mean, things to run, but I've got them all on time, so I'm like, don't have to do that scenario. Don't have to do that scenario. fantastic.
So as we're
Maybe
looking
you guys
at
won't get an
this,
encounter.
so just to make sure that I got the setting of this scene right, as we're talking about all of this, there's a conversation amongst the party that is sharing all the data
Yep.
that we're deducing and concluding, and
You and Kaigon got up in there. Kaigon's starting to feel like this. He sees the lightning on this Dracolich. You see Samaster talking to something very dark, very long horns, looking jacked, very similar to the diva discussion that you guys just had. You see got it, necromancy, blah blah blah, but then you see him having another conversation. Like you see Samaster having another conversation with another entity, and all you see is bat wings and a skulled mask.
and I'll roll again to see if I recognize anything, if it's like a lore piece.
220s.
And that is
220s.
What's that?
I'm gonna get you. Got 220s. As
Okay.
you're kind of rolling around, Kaigon finds it, and Kaigon's just like, your mom mentioned this, and you're like, that's Orcus. Like that's Orcus right there.
With the
And
bat,
you
with the
see-
bat wings.
Yeah, in a weird scald, you know what I mean, like a scald mask. And you bring it over, and Henry, through your side of the natural 20, be like, that dude is the Lord of the Undead. Everything, like, it dawns on you right there. Like, there's a nexus of power for undead up in this area, and, like, you instantly go, like, fucking, yeah, that makes sense.
Oh,
Offering to Orcus. Would whoever found Orcus first, or Orcus being a demon, probably found that, oh, you want to do evil shit and you're powerful? Yeah, here you go. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Sign
so
here real
automatically.
quick.
Yeah, as a cleric though, this automatically perks me up. The undead.
Yeah, and you remember like Kellamvor guys being very anti-undead, and this dude is like the top
Oh.
three. Like, this is the ace of spades right here.
Yeah, of all the undeads.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm automatically going to share that. So, okay. I'm bound by religion and whatnot to smite this guy. Not so much as Mirren might have been, but more like I would do.
Both.
I hear undead, and I start rifling through my bag. Like, good thing I have one of these.
Honor and Henry, you see the tapestry as basically transparent. So you're touching, you see a curtain. Everybody else sees a tapestry against a wall that cannot be moved. But you guys see a legit, like, hallway. A stone hallway, circular top. It descends downwards, and it's got like a very long, straight iron, very, very iron textures. I'm just kidding. Like stairs that, like very, very long stair, right? Where it's like 20 feet and then it drops down, and that, like a few inches, and then it goes 20 feet, drops down, goes 20 inches, so that like if you were to take something like heavy like a wagon down, you know what I mean, it would just be like dum, 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 dum. It would just be like, you could haul a horse or something like through it if you needed to carry something big through here.
So I'm going to share that with the party too. And by share that with the party, I'm going to be like, hey, Connor, you want to go take a look down there?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, I will follow Connor. Not that I don't trust him, but
Harsh.
I'd like to inspect, or take a look at the tapestry. Can it, A, do I like it, and B, can it be removed?
Yes.
16 perception.
No. You're like, wait, you don't know. Yeah, you're looking at it like you can see the hallway. I don't know how you can tell it can be removed with a 16. Like it's affixed to 2 iron hooks, like circlets, they're held taut and it's kind of tied to. You could see that it's clipped there.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna do my flash of genius and give him a +5 to that to help him figure out how to remove the thing.
Better to be removed from the side that you want closed, I suppose.
So I'm gonna touch it.
You go straight through.
Sweet. I love
You
these things.
you get the same sense. You get the same sense of the
Other tapestry.
But wherever you go through this tapestry, you end up there. So if you took the tapestry and you put it against this wall, you'd end up there. It's a solid wall, right?
Right.
But there's a tunnel past it by about maybe 10, 15 feet where it makes it very difficult to even get to.
So I'm gonna go back.
Warded.
I'm gonna go back through the other side, or go back through, and tell everybody, "Come on, get in here."
You can't hear him.
Can I go back through the other side?
Yeah, so you poke your head through?
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like
Hey,
everybody,
let's
get in here.
I still want us to fucking explore what's down this little hallway too.
Okay. Wait, yeah. Inside the tapestry.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
It's
where I'm going.
completely dark,
Okay.
pitch black, except for dudes that can see a night vision.
Right.
And remember, Neverember did not have night vision. He's the whitest fucking human. You know what I mean? Like he is version. You know what I mean? 1. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't have it.
So, what I'm going to do is from this side, once everybody's inside the tapestry, I'm taking the tapestry down and putting the other one up.
Okay, can you describe that again?
So once we get to this side, everybody's on the other side of the tapestry inside the hallway.
Yep.
I'm taking down this tapestry.
But for all intents and purposes, is for canon. Epione, etc., are
Yeah,
also
yeah.
there.
Absolutely, yes.
But they're pulling rear security. And Krokgar is just like, I'm going to take care of this lady. Because, so Krokgar is like, he's basically holding Epione. Okay, well, that's what we're going to say, like, because she is just smoked.
Yeah, so I'm going to put up the other tapestry so that anybody who tries to come
It's
back through here ends up 5 miles away from here. Does that make sense?
Oh, shit. Very nice. Very nice, Skylar.
So now I have this tapestry.
Yeah.
And boom, now nobody can find us.
This tapestry, you pick up some serious magic. Like, you could put this, well, you study it, but you get a strong sense that you're going to get back to that spot.
Gotcha. Well, I just roll it up and throw it in the bag and put up the other tapestry and
How do I always make these clauses? How do I even do that? I'm not even trying to make shit easy. I don't know what I'm doing. Blame the apple juice. So there you are. It's a 10-foot hallway. Left and right of you. It's Stoiren. It's this weird, material called Stornrin. That's like, it's irony stone. It's just magical stone for a long, long ways.
so it's reinforced concrete.
It's definitely iron. Yeah, it's got so much iron everywhere.
It looks like stone, but there's so much iron.
So who has night vision? Or not night vision, fucking dark vision, my bad. Who has dark vision?
I have
You do.
true.
Okay.
I have true vision.
And true sight.
True sight.
Through sight, dark vision. So you see this for as it is, like lit, and there's various the same kind of sequence of murals and stuff like that along you. As you look down, this tunnel goes a ways. It's built this size because whoever that didn't want to walk it probably rode a horse or something like that, or something, or a tinser's disc, or someone traveled quickly down this path, who had the ability to travel quickly down this path, but it looks far. Same thing, super dusty, single set of footprints. Walking in, scrambling back.
I look at Connor, I go, I think he went that way.
I'll take his lead and I'll quickly just look myself just to make sure that he's not wrong. Because, no offense, Manu, you're good at.
No offense.
You don't feel like there's a door. You do feel like there is just this linear hallway that was made from, you know, probably someone with druidic powers or whatever. You know, like someone with a lot of magic built a very nice hallway. This wasn't slave work or whatever. Someone was able to build a fantastic hallway all the way down.
Do you know what, Manu? You are 100% correct. Let's go.
Yes.
Can we take a fiver?
Yeah.
Yeah. So is it a good time to take a break and get ready just in case there's an encounter coming?
Yeah.
Whatever.
We'll go to break and then we'll come back.
Definitely.
Because that's how those work.
Yeah. Let's take 5.
All right.
Well, normally we've had a bit longer because your internet dies, and it hasn't.
Yeah, right.
I don't want to say that I upgraded the internet because I was sick of it, but I upgraded the internet. I was like, gonna need the most. Don't want that to happen anymore.
How about come back at 55?
55, sir. 55.
Cool.
So how
to all two of you, which is probably just Skylar and me, welcome back.
Not the point.
Yeah, I know. So there you are in the hallway. You see the various draconic frescoes along this hallway that looks like magically made. It's not made of magic, but it doesn't look like, you know, mega slave labor or anything like that built this long hallway. And you guys can go this way or that way. You ripped the tapestry down?
I took the tapestry down, put the other one up.
Got it.
And it's a
Swapsies.
dark hallway, right? Because two of us don't have dark vision. Well, I can cast it, but I'm not gonna waste a slot. So if that's the case, I'm gonna look over at Henry and just hand him a marble, and it's gonna do, I think it's dim light of 5 feet.
Henry has the Lightbringer, so he can,
Okay.
You just hold it.
he can
Okay.
just go.
Yeah. Hi, Sharon.
See.
Tim saying hi, Sharon.
Yeah. So at least have some sort of light source so I can follow you guys, because I'm gonna let you guys lead. It's too dark for me.
Which is weird for a robot. You would think.
I just don't want to waste a spell slot.
No, you would just think, you know, a robot would have, you know, magical eyes.
I have dark vision. It's just not permanent.
Gotcha. Oh, it's like turning it on from within the operating system.
I love it. Love Warforged. It's becoming more and more fun. I'm thinking about it.
I'm going to cast darkvision.exe.
Oh, there's some feedback from somewhere. Anybody else getting that? All right. So, let me know when everybody's up and running. I saw that meme you sent, Connor.
I'm here. Don't worry.
Okay. All right. So, who's driving?
I think we're gonna need Henry to drive down this one to read the el frescoes.
Henry's driving. Well, it's more of the same, because the way he was creating this long hallway that you never remember saying it took about a day before he turned around, knowing that you know, and then based off the math and the distance, it's about a 3-day travel.
And is the entire wall, for all we can see, frescoed?
Yeah, but it's like it repeats. So as the spell was cast, you know what I mean? Like, he had other things to do. Dude's a Howard Moon, man about town, old Greg. You know, he's gotta go do his thing. You get the idea that, like, there's no more than what your 2 nat 20s saw, which I will. You've unlocked that lore, so I will. As more things refresh, I'll just be like, yeah, this is what you guys inferred from that. So you guys have it all, and you can say from your dealings with the Underdark, Kygon, this system probably let loose some of those drow and stuff like that. Like, this is the nexus of when things went bad in the Sunset Mountains. This, to you, there's something about, you know what I mean? Like, this is when, this, you know, hundreds and hundreds of years ago, this is when things started, like, getting weird.
Let's press.
If Pete's taking notes about this, I'm impressed. But I doubt that. He's just like, how to screw Tim. Like, find one.
I did already. I found a lock. I'm sorted.
He rolled a nat 20 on his tinker to fix it too.
And
A lot of nat 20s today.
and a tapestry swap. So
And the tab. So basically, you guys are double sealed into this place. No one's coming in behind you.
No backdoor action here.
That's two.
You wanted him to play.
Yeah.
Uh,
So the robot's getting weird. Yeah. Engage sense of humor mode. Boop.
It's the big.
It's the Jewist.
let's.
Yeah,
I guess we press.
Okay, you guys press. Okay, what time? We are on our perfect. You guys press down the hallway, and how do you want to drive? Who's driving? Henry is, you said?
Yeah.
Henry, how do you
Yeah,
want to drive
me.
the party?
Again, I'll have Lightbringer up, move
Okay.
my way down, investigate semi-passively. I don't know if that's a thing, but as we're walking through, if anything catches my eye, I don't know if you want me to roll for that. I'll
The only
happily
thing that
roll.
catches your eyes is the fact that there are no doors. Like a mile goes by, 2 miles go by, 3 miles go by. The only thing that'll get you is complacency.
Okay. So yeah,
You know what I
we'll
mean?
watch.
Like, because it's a boring, long tunnel. It starts out with a necromancer finding an orb, Elminister and necromancer guy not getting along anymore. You know, guy in red meets a demon, doesn't get what he wants, finds the right demon, you know, and then large, Drakhorn things kind of happen. We lost a
Okay.
Dan.
So yeah, we'll keep pressing down, watching, learning. Again, sharing with the party everything that I'm seeing.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a montage going as you're like processing this, We're a pair of friends. We're all going down a tunnel. Things are darker than we thought they were. Whoa, Jack Lich. And you head down and you see from your Lightbringer, you see a large wooden door. It's like five feet wide. It's got one handle and 10 feet tall.
Okay. Connor, you want to inspect for traps?
Is that all I am to you guys? Fine, I'll go check.
Well, that's what you said you're good for.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Fine.
Otherwise, I'm gonna just bash it with a battering ram.
That is a technique.
25 on my investigation for traps.
You don't necessarily notice that it is, you see splinters all over the ground as you get up, and blood and bits of fabric.
Do some of that roguey stuff.
So does this look like it's someone tried to break through type thing, and they sort of caught themselves on the wood, or is this something where they've?
If it looks like the nexus of where Never Ember felt a tug was in and around this area.
So this is where he was sort of. This is kind of like where he slept type thing.
Slept? No. This is where he said he was running through something, felt a tug, and then his arm came off.
Oh, he got his arm caught on something.
So can I find his arm?
No, he carried it with him. He had it. Like, it was sitting there, and he just kept trucking. Like, in that shock, he grabbed his arm and just went.
That's some impressive shit to do that though. He's gone up in my
He's like a level 7 or 10. Do you know what I mean? He can do stuff. Don't you worry about.
Yeah.
You don't worry about blank. You let me worry about blank.
I'll point that out to these guys and say that look, this must be this place.
Okay, so we found where.
There's spray against the wall. You know what I mean? It appears like there's blood on the ground. There's arterial spray in this area.
As if somebody had their arm ripped off, right here.
Maybe.
Look, look round to
Should we
see
do
what. Yeah, have a look round to see if we can find what would have actually grabbed his arm.
Should we do an Arcana check on the door?
Do it.
I can detect magic. I was going to wait until we use our physical abilities first. I like to inspect where could thing with arm ripping off come from.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 24 for Arcana check.
Okay. Is that used in lieu of detect magic?
What's that?
Arcana. Because that's like when you look at something, right? And you're like, hey, is this
knowledge
of magic?
Knowledge of magic doors.
Right.
Is this
Versus
magic door that you would be familiar with.
This is not a magical door.
Okay. Connor, how you feel about this?
Fuck it, I'm the DM. It's not a magical door.
Okay, I'm going to look round to see if I can see anything that would be around here that he could have caught his arm. Because the thing is, you've got to be able to rip someone's arm off. That's not a small little thing.
Yeah, you're not just running and brush up against something your arm comes
You
off.
said there's splinters of wood. Is the door fully intact?
Door is pristine.
So
As
where
if
did
it was replaced?
Yeah.
What?
Roll for it. Roll for that.
I got a 15.
You don't know. There's a lot of scuffs on the ground. It could have been replaced.
I'm going to look
So-
at the door a little. Yeah, I'm with Henry on this one. What do you reckon, Henry?
It could have been replaced. Does the door look time appropriate as the rest of the environment?
Not with a 15. Yeah, it looks like
Someone else help you?
The door
Yeah,
looks like
I'll-
door.
I'll have a look with him. 24.
So you're having a look.
Yeah, I'm just
What do you
looking. My concern is there's been
I'm
no
not
other There's been no other footprints through here at all in the past week or
Well,
2
yeah,
weeks.
where are you looking at the door? How far are you? Where are you at?
At a safe distance away, in case it pulls my arm off.
Yeah. So you're looking at the door. What do you want to know?
I want to see how old's the door look. Does the door look like it's made of the same material the splinters are?
Yes.
And
Door
my
looks- Looks like it doesn't look aged to how old you'd think this door would be.
Okay.
Should I hit it with a battering ram?
Go for it.
I'm gonna turn the rod of lordly might into a battering ram and smash it into the door.
Okay. Roll to hit.
So what does that give me? It's like plus 10, I think.
The door does uncanny dodge.
So I'm gonna do it recklessly as well. Thank God I did that.
Door's gonna have advantage against you.
That's 20. It's a 13, 23 plus 8, 32 to hit.
Okay. That's a hit, buddy. On the door. That as you just go, as you reach back and go like this, the door bursts open to a gigantic jaws and bites down on you at the same time. Very, very critty. Roll for damage on your battering ram. And then we'll roll for initiative.
Well, what is that going to be? Two-handed, so it's a 1d10. 13.
The door has these crazy bestial eyes and this humongous maw as it just like the door itself comes into maw as it skips forward at you.
Hold on. what is that?
Pew 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 pew
Plus
pew
10.
pew 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 pew. Pew 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 pew.
13 damage.
To hit?
No, 13 damage.
Oh, 13 damage. Okay.
Because I'm not raging.
Okay, and you.
I commence
This
pewing.
is a free round, and then we'll roll initiative after this one. But you took. Okay, that's fun. You're stuck to the door, first of all, with the adhesive as it pseudopods you and just slimes you. You are stuck to it as it's biting you for. Where are my .8? Fancy. 19 bludgeoning damage. You're not raging yet. Every hit, every tiny hit counts these days. I have to lawyer you guys. I was like, oh, a point of order. You're not raging. That's 19. So like,
So it's
let's start
straight
this
up-
over.
straight up
You guys
19.
move, huh?
It's just straight up 19.
19. I believe it's bludgeoning, and it missed you with the piercing.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just the door itself as it just like bashes into you as you bash into it. Like it's kind of alive. Like Connor, you with your passive perception as he swings back with this thing, like the top of the door kind of one eye opens and just like gets him at the same time, and they clash into each other. And then we'll roll for initiative. Connor, what you got?
Hang on. You can't just jump on me like that. Go.
That's a mimic, and we haven't
Oh.
mimicked yet.
My initiative is 31.
Bug.
What?
Okay, so we should start over. Damn. Anybody in the 25 to 30s?
How the hell?
Anybody in the 15 to 20s?
Oh dear.
I'm 13.
Manu, would you-
13.
Oof. Okay, anybody to 10 to 15s?
13.
Yeah,
Manu and Lantoris. And Henry, what you got, buddy?
8.
Okay. Connor.
What'd you get? What'd you get, Kygon? What did Kygon get?
He said they're 10.
Oh. Okay.
Guy, you help me out? Remember?
Yep.
Okay, cool. He's gonna post the order in the chat. So Connor, go.
Okay, I go pew 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 pew. I just literally unloaded my gun. Like,
Okay. Massive door. Just a little bit of you. Just everybody kind of poops a little bit because like this door just bursts open, just turning into a beast.
okay, so
And I'm stuck to it now. This is great.
You're stuck to it, and you now have the adhesive trait until
okay.
I don't know what that
eight-
is, but you're definitely stuck to it.
AC 25.
Yeah, it's hit.
Question for you, as a DM, just asking here: is our friend still fighting this thing?
He's stuck to it.
Yeah, but does that mean is he threatening it? So do I get sneak attack?
Yeah, it's busy. It's
Wait.
got an entire turtle, and it's like attached to its face, and it's only a 10-foot door. Like it's busy. I imagine if you were a level 3 party, this would be really good for a rogue to get that sneak attack. So you could definitely take advantage of that
Okay,
as well.
47 on my first attack then.
Okay, it's no problem. Hey, look, guys, I haven't used traps against you for a long time, so whatever. Go ahead with your next one.
No, it's just the number is hilarious.
Second attack. 21.
Okay.
Okay. Damage. Oh, that's shit. 19.
19 to hit.
No, 19 damage. on my second attack.
What AC are you hitting?
21.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I did say. And now I'm gonna do my Dread Ambusher attack because I can.
Okay.
AC 22.
That's a hit on a giant door. A mad door.
29 points of damage.
Right.
And then I do now my final attack of the session.
Holy shit! How much
Yeah.
have you done right now?
Enough.
Okay.
And then 16, 25 to hit.
Okay. You're just like, I've already
Uh,
did DM plussing up on damage. You killed him like 2 shots ago. I was just gonna, the amount that you're doing right now is just so over the top. So you overtop the eyes, and without being hackneyed, how do you want to do it? You want to
I
kill
just
them?
basically shoot. I shoot him one per eye.
Yeah.
And then as he sort of opens his mouth and lets my friend go a little bit, I shoot him straight
He's
down the
still
throat.
stuck to a blobbish creature that kind of looks like a door. He's stuck to it right now.
Okay, so I
It's
basically
gone,
shoot him in
like-
both.
Yeah.
Both his eyes. Hopefully his mouth opens, and I just shoot him straight down his mouth.
Okay.
Woo! You're right, Manu. You're right.
Can I push off of this door? Can I push it off
Takes
of
a
me?
strength check. Takes a strength check, but you stick to literally everything from the slime, though. So you are like,
That's a 30,
moving.
That is a 30
Yeah.
strength check.
so you push it off, but you have like, if you want to, your movement's like halved while you're coated in this stuff.
Anybody have prestidigitation?
No.
Damn it.
Death by 1,000 cuts hallway. Huzzah!
And I go. What the hell was that?
That was a door that tried
Uh,
to eat me.
I'll be right back.
Have you?
I saved you, Manu.
Thank you, Connor. I just tried to open the door.
Does that mean every single door we see from now on we need to shoot?
Yeah, probably.
How did you get 30 on your strength check?
I rolled an 18, and then I have plus 12 athletics.
So when you do a strength check, you pick like. I thought strength check would just be like the +5 or whatever for your strength. How does that?
Well, I was choosing to use athletics to, basically muscle it.
Okay.
Absolutely muscle it. If it was just a straight strength, it would have been, 25?
So he unsticks himself from this thing. And you guys, Henry, still there? There's really
he's
nothing.
taking a battle break real quick.
Okay, yeah, so there's nothing really there. You see the hallway kind of continuing, but this must have been where Never Ember, mentioned kind of coming back from a place, going through a door, and then you get the idea that maybe he woke the door up from centuries of sleeping or whatever as he walked through, and then the door was ready for him on the way back.
Door is no
Right.
more.
So huddle a minute, guys. What the actual was that door?
I don't know. Are we gonna encounter
Do
more
we
of
know
this
of any?
crap?
Well, I don't know. Do we know of anything that we could do this, Mr. DM?
Do you know of anything that could have done that? I mean, you can run a nature check.
Okay, nature check.
Right.
11 plus 12, 23.
Monstrosity? Is that a nature check? Yeah. You're like, you've heard of these things, but normally you've seen in your picture books, Manu, as well, like a chest that'll open, the classic, like, don't just open any chest or whatever, but that you encountered a mimic before, Manu, in the Wizard's Tower in Phandalin. So you're, yeah.
I definitely did that.
Yeah. Second time in a row, you're like, yeah, man, one of these days I'll become a little wiser. I'll know better.
So basically, what we're saying is anything we see that looks potentially like one of those, I should shoot it from a distance.
A door?
I mean, the
Yeah.
door looked pretty clean. Yeah, and you saw shreds of what was it? You saw all the splinters everywhere. Kind of a sign. Meatloaf, Sharon, Meatloaf. That's what he's yelling. Sharon, Meatloaf, now.
Sunday
That's
roast.
one of my.
Yeah.
Actually,
Nice.
Sunday roast sounds really
You
good.
can't eat at this time of night. Come on.
That's right. That's wicked late. I am a late night eater, though. Okay, so hallway. Who's driving? That's gonna be our shirt. That's our thing. Who's driving? That's gonna be our thing. You know what I mean? Who wants to
You
drive?
guys still want me to go forward?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, unless you guys want to stay. It is pretty scary.
I'll be in the back now. Since I'm going at half speed.
Mr.
Yeah.
Steep.
Dude, I gotta tell you, as you're walking, it's like you guys you hear this sound he's trying every time he touches the wall. It's like it's super sticky.
This could go
Anything I see made of wood, I'm shooting.
Cool. Tight.
Okay,
Not that I'm paranoid or anything.
I'm going from battering ram back into battle axe, because same thing. As soon as I see a wood anything, it's getting the business end of an axe, not a battering ram.
Okay.
So
Henry.
since I'm driving,
Yeah.
I'll be ahead of Connor, followed by Kygon and then Lantoris, moving forward with Mr. Sticky Pants in the back. Does that sound legit to you guys?
Sounds
Okay.
good.
Works
Okay.
for me.
Who's with you, Henry? You said Kygon's with you?
No, Connor's behind me,
Okay.
followed by Kygon,
Okay.
followed by Lantoris. And
Kygon's new tank?
Logic. Well,
Right.
Kygon, what's your AC?
20.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm better than you, so. I'm
No.
fine.
Tanking is HP for a barbarian, so he's a tank, bro. Don't you?
Okay.
I got your back, Kygon. I got your back. Barbarians don't AC. They want to get hurt.
Yes.
Like,
Okay.
Hit me,
So
please.
Well then,
Not to say that you're not a good tank, but you're like a Renault French tank. You know what I mean? We like you, but we need a lot of you. You know?
I'm
Vive la
down.
France. Okay.
Okay.
Boy.
Either way, if Connor and Kygon want to do what they do, because Connor can see things.
I'm keeping an eye out for things that are not things, and things that may move and attack me and make me go sticky.
I'm just watching this sticky on me.
So he moves forward. You guys have dark vision. You're right behind him. And you guys move on for about another mile. It seems to you in your mind that it's about midday, right? And he said it was going to take about a day to get to where, he turned around. And he was just like, this has got to be it. This has to be the tunnel. And, you're various scrying and the gods or whatever hinting you're on the path. Anyway, so you move forward and you do come into a room, a pretty wide room that he did describe with various. This is the room that he kind of turned around in, and it's open. It opens up. Obviously, the mimic was supposed to protect this or whatever, but it was a mile down. You see components and a bit of a library of sorts. He made this room to store his, Bunsen burner schematics and things. You do see a pedestal in the center of it from an empty pedestal, basically. And then the hallway carries on.
But do you guys want to have a look at any of this stuff? It's beyond me.
Yeah. Gotta kind of have to. I'll do a lap, Tim.
Okay.
And
What are you looking at?
Looking at all the books
Okay.
first, and I'll terminate at the pedestal.
Okay.
Just I guess
you go, the books are written in Draconic. The books are basic, lore, lots of lore, lots of like books about anatomy and things like that. Books about religion and things like that. You could tell a bit of a nexus of nothing of value. You get to the pedestal. The pedestal that you see reminds you from your 2 nat 20s that you guys got. This pedestal looked like wherever that black orb was, where he was able to speak to whomever. Lantoris, roll a perception check.
Oh. 24.
Thank you. Henry's looking at these things. Kygon's, picking up tank duties. I'll say Kygon, you're looking down the hallway that you haven't hit yet, and you're kind of propped up there. We'll say, okay.
Yep.
Prepping for stuff. You're not about books, but you get a weird feeling. You saw the lightning from that skeleton, and you're just like, man. I'll say that you get these reminders that you're on your path. Right, like you get these reminders that you're here for a reason, because of the constant signs of thunderbolts and lightning and shit like that. As you see Henry walk up to the pedestal, you see a shadow on the ceiling.
Does Henry see said shadow, or is it based off the glow of the Lightbringer?
Just Lantoris sees a shadow on the ceiling.
I'm gonna slowly look at who's ever behind me, and then point it out.
It's there briefly. You see, like, these long horns, but you see it. But you remember like the discussion of Baphomet, right? With long horns, but this time, as it drifts off, you see like a longer kind of snout, and it goes away. But from your natural 20s, this looks like the pedestal where that black orb was in one of the frescoes.
Where's the black?
But that shadow's gone. That shadow within a shadow, because it's a dark room, but you're looking up and, with Lightbringer or whatever, the shadow recedes with Lightbringer.
Do not like shadow bad.
Could I see it with the anything interesting with the eye?
Only Lantora saw it. Go ahead and roll perception if you want to have, but that'll be what you do in this scene.
Right. 16 perception, aside from grabbing a beaker and having it stick in my hand.
So you might have true sight, but you are big dumb. You know what I mean? Like you also saw a shadow. Like, it's already dark, right? But you saw a shadow. And you and Lantoris kind of look at each other like,
Oof.
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 Are they going to mention that there's a shadow?
I know I turned back. I mentioned
you can use your roll to see if you notice them look up and see something.
No,
as
I'm just
well.
trying to. I think because I'm trying to look at wood at the moment. You see, so I'm concentrating at anything that looks like it could attack us. That's made of wood.
The bookshelves are definitely.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm looking at the bookshelves, and when people are, I'll just go pew, just to see, just to make sure.
And Kygon, you can as well if you want to give a perception.
Alrighty. 25.
So as this is going on, you feel a weird wind for the first time in front of you.
Down the hallway?
Yep. Fresh. fresh. It had no putrid. You smell like wind. Like outside, Sunset Mountains, you smell a gust. A gust, kind of.
Augusta wind.
Yep.
Augusta,
Is that
Georgia.
in Georgia?
I'm glad we both got there.
Hey. That's
Yeah,
another character.
I'm gonna tell them that I think that hallway is the way we need to go because I feel fresh air coming from that direction.
So is it recent fresh air, like someone's just been opened? Or is it being...
A gust of air that smelled clean, like outside. Not the dank nastiness that we've been smelling.
It didn't smell old. Didn't smell,
What
like
I'm trying to...
like an old museum. It smelled like you guys have been smelling old museum like all day long, and that was like, oh, like interesting.
What I'm trying to deduce is we've been sat in this room for a minute or so looking at things. Has that breeze always been there and we've just noticed it, or is it literally just like a...
You were in the. You had higher than 20, right? You had 25 or something.
Yeah.
No, it was It was like it was a.
So I mean, in that case, someone's just opened up that way for that to happen.
Like a portal of some sort. Or
Yeah,
something.
a door or something, or a door or a trap door or something's just been opened to get that gust of air down here. So that means someone must be on their way down there. So we need to either hide and do a bit stealthy on the way, or somebody knows that we're coming.
I will slowly sticky my way.
Why don't you stay on the ceiling? Because that would be a really good way of hiding.
That'd be a good ambush spot.
Could I get to the ceiling? How high is the ceiling here?
What you're asking is, can you Spider-Man this shit? Yeah.
Am I sticky enough that I could Spider-Man up the wall, Tim?
Adhesive trait, quick. Who has adhesive trait memorized?
No, I
Honor
don't.
does, of course.
We'll
I
say
don't.
we'll say no without a significant strength check. Yeah, go with. You know what? This is rule of cool. Go for it. You know what? Roll a strength check to, you know what I mean? Like stick yourself up the wall.
I can climb just as fast as I can. I can climb on any surface just as fast as I can walk. So if you're not,
I'm gonna
too
cut to the
heavy,
chase. You guys do this. You guys kind of hang out for a little bit. You wait about 10 minutes and nothing's coming.
Right, let's go. We need to go that way then. But yeah, we need to go a little bit. We'll go up there, but a bit cautiously, and just see if we can see if anything's. So did the shadow go this direction? That shadow you saw land.
I rolled a 2. I don't know with
I know,
what, but
Mono goes 7.
Lantaurus, you saw shadow. Did it go this way?
What'd you roll, Antorus? What was your overall perception?
It was 24 for perception.
Yes, I did.
is it taking us down that way?
Or it's now spotted us here and it's gone off to tell people. It's what I would do if I was being sneaky.
Yeah, either to tell people or to get away because he's seen that we're here in this room.
Yeah.
And that sudden gust of fresh air was probably him. An exit somewhere, if you will.
That's what I'm reckoning as well, Antorus. Yeah. Let's go.
Slowly, but
Is there any other? There's no other way. There's no other way out of this place, is there? That's it.
yeah, that's it.
Yes.
Yeah, we
You
don't.
can go
really
back.
have- we don't really have. a
We'll
way of-
carry on forwards then.
Tim looks like he's pondering things.
Okay. What? Sorry. Anyways, you guys move down the hallway. All nice. It's real good. My life is good. Real good. Every day, I get eaten by mimics. All right, so you guys press down the hallway. You guys moving? Who's driving?
Me.
Okay, keep driving.
It's fresh air. Here we go.
Walking, you're walking. You see an opening about another mile up. You trek down, you get the idea that it's probably, you know, getting closer towards evening. And as you're walking, you don't see any shadows, you don't see anything weird like this. You see like an opening to a roughly 40-foot long room.
Again,
There's just
seeing
opening, no door on it.
anything with true sight being seen. 14.
Oh. Interesting. Okay, so you look in. Yeah. There's a dwarf sitting Indian, like crisscross applesauce ahead of you. What you see as you look forward, you see him hanging on to 2 chains affixed to walls.
Is this Blackrock Spire?
I don't know. He's got
Dan gets
2.
it.
If you look in, he's hanging on to 2 chains that are affixed to the wall, and there's a blank wall behind him.
2 chains like the rapper?
2 chains! No.
Does he look real?
Are you true sighting?
Yes.
He looks like a gigantic gray frog to you. Like a humanoid, a jacked humanoid with like a frog's head.
Gotcha. I look her. It's like, anybody else see this up here? Anybody else see this up here?
Mantora sees a dwarf. Connor sees a frog man. Kygon sees a dwarf. Henry sees a dwarf.
Can I?
Dwarf?
Do I recognize what a frogman is? Do I? Can I? What is there anything rolls I can do to recognize what it is?
Yeah.
What do I want to roll?
Nature, survival, whatever ones that you prefer.
They're both reasonably good at those. That's
Okay.
Fine. 28.
Never seen something like this before, ever, or heard of it, ever.
I shoot it in the head.
You're gonna shoot it in the head?
Yep.
Okay. Roll for initiative. No, you get your surprise. Go for it.
26 to hit.
Okay, it hits.
Oh, that's a nice number. 49.
Jesus. Stop rolling damage on. Hey, I saw that come up on D&D and Beyond. You sneak,
I always use my damage on D&D Beyond because I'm lazy.
because it's huge. That's why. Because D&D Beyond has huge damage. Okay. All right. All right.
Is it still alive?
Still very much alive.
Okay, second attack then.
As it like stands up, and you see these long black, like greenish slits of eyes that you saw on the tapestry.
Okay, 22 to hit.
The hit.
29 damage.
Okay.
Sneak attack. That's my 2 attacks because it's a
Yep. All right.
Surprise
Roll
round.
for initiative.
Yeah.
Connor, 37.
No, I only got 29 this time.
Okay. All right.
I need
30
to
to
stop using
30 to
names.
25. Didn't think I'd have to ask that in this campaign. 25 to 30.
23.
Nobody. Yeah, 23. Okay. 20 to 25. Okay. 15 to 20. Oh wow. Very nice.
14.
15 to 10. Okay.
14.
I got 14 too.
Wow, you guys keep rolling the same thing.
And you got another 8.
All right.
Did you get Henry?
The creature
Did you get Henry?
looks at you, goes, and it lets out this gas in the room, and it starts like funneling towards you guys.
I didn't
Henry.
get an initiative for Henry.
Henry,
4.
what'd you get? 4.
4.
All right, cool. I guess I couldn't hear you. Sorry.
Sorry.
Kaigon, you're up.
Well, I guess I am going to run in there and whack him with my hammer.
Okay.
Question now, Tim, just let him know. Obviously, I shot him. Does he
Yep.
still look like a dwarf to the other people now?
No. It looks very much like battle map time.
Ba-da-da-da-ba-ba.
Is it do I need to do the flippy flip?
No, it's good.
Okay.
If you could just move it up, it's at the top of the screen right now.
It's at the top of the screen right now. Oh, I see what you're saying. Can you guys see my banana peel? Nice. Kaigon's running up.
The hell is that? Connor's in scared mode. It's going to take you a while to get there, Manu. You know that, right?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
Kaigon,
Instead of running right up to it, I'm going to stop about probably 30 feet away from it and then manifest my echo over there.
okay, your echo dies as soon as it manifests.
What the hell? Ash, stay back here.
I will shoot it with my crossbow
Okay.
with a reckless attack.
There's gas everywhere in there. You're gonna roll disadvantage. He's obscured.
So you can't do reckless attack with your crossbow. Has to be
Right,
melee.
my bad. Yep. So I got a 20 even.
Be a
30.
man. Get in there. 30 20 even. Okay, that's hit.
14. Sorry, 17 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'll do it again. Oof. 15 to hit.
It's miss. As you
All
kind of you hear it. You hear this thing in the background just
All right, that'll do it for me.
very fun. Okay. Manu.
So, do I see this this cloud coming out?
Yeah, it's big enough, but it kind of stops at the room, but the room is becoming obscured.
Okay, I'm taking a giant breath and holding my breath now for the next hour.
Okay.
And I'm going to activate my rage and instinctive pounce in there. How far away am I?
One sec. Yeah, I'm sorry. The way the rules read, my buddy. Sorry about rules. He's exactly your extinctive pouncing. He's 40 feet away from you.
Okay, so I'm gonna jump 20 feet and then use.
You're having everything, right?
So with the pounce.
Oh, okay. Adhesive. Okay. Yep.
And then I'm gonna use the rest of my 20 regular speed to get up to him and smash an axe in his eye.
Roll a Constitution save, if you would, sir. I know you're holding your breath. I get that. The rules.
27.
That's a success, sir. Oh hell! I'll cheat too. Oh no, I can't. Yeah. 10 poison damage
Okay.
as it seeps into your skin and stuff. You know.
That sucks. So he's getting the business end of the rod, and
Okay.
that's going to be whatever 18 plus 15 is, so 33.
Yes, sir.
And a 32.
33 and a 32.
Yep, I rolled it. Yeah, that's with a reckless attack on both of those.
So 65, right? Jeez.
No.
Oh,
Those are to hit. Those are to hit. 32.
It's like, come on, guys.
33 and 32.
To hit. Yeah, those are hits, buddy.
Okay.
Definite hits.
So we've got a 6 and a 3 and a 9. That's 9, 13, 20, 30, 40, 46. 46 slashing. And it's needs to make a DC 17 strength saving throw.
Fail?
It is paralyzed.
Oh, fun. Okay. Ooh, nope, he gets advantage on that. Save. I'm finally reading for like the first time ever the traits and stuff. I never look at resistance and you know, I'm like, oh, okay, cool, tight. But okay, all right. Whew. Oh, Lantoris, you're up, buddy. The room's obscured, meaning can't see shit in there.
I forgot. No,
Yeah,
sorry.
so-
The 4.
Go for it, buddy. Go.
No, I was
Go
gonna
ahead.
say 4 fire, but that would have been before, so never mind.
I got you. Oh, as you moved, Raja.
Yeah. So disregard that.
All right, so from where I'm at, I can see that the room is obscure and all that fun stuff. Can I cast Dispel Magic on the effect?
Can you?
I mean, I have Dispel Magic. I've never used it before.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know.
It's on a creature, an object, or a magical effect within range. Boys.
Thank you. Good job, Lantoris.
See, so I would like to cast that. Any spell 3rd level or lower on the target ends for each spell 4th level or higher on the target. Make an ability check using your spellcasting
Make
DC.
your ability
equals-
check, brother, and you'll compete against his.
Say that again, sorry.
Roll your spell check.
Where is my wisdom?
No, it's your
Instead-
intelligence based.
See, so plus 10 is going to be 28.
Okay. You rolled it?
See,
The fog is now down. And you guys see this big-headed, like frog, evil head, spikes on its back, huge, striated arms, slim waist, big, strong legs, lurching around in this room, super wide wingspan. You got anything else, Lantaurus?
yeah, I'll do my bonus action.
Okay.
So I'm going to shoot it with my ballista. Let me roll for hit.
Okay.
21 to hit.
Anyone that hits a hit.
Say that again.
It's a hit, sir.
Okay.
What color is he?
Stop cheating.
I'm not. I was just.
So
I was just thinking of
He's
something.
very gray.
Gotcha. No, I just thought of
The
like,
worst kind of them. Skylar, I mean.
No. Honestly, I thought of what was the White Worm speaker's name? Varus?
Oh, yeah. That's a long time ago, but yeah.
Verum or something like that. I was like, did they
Yeah.
somehow get Verum and turn him into something weird?
Yeah.
Alright, so it'll be 12 force damage, knockback 5 feet. So if Manu's in range, he should get the thing.
He doesn't get a save against the knocks back. Like, what size creature can be knocked back? I guess is the question.
That's a good question.
Because you're not gonna be able to knock back Tiamat. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yes. Let's see if my spell lets me know.
Anyways, he's a medium.
Force ballista.
You said dwarf, and that was the first thing I thought of, Tim.
Oh, yeah.
It just says that if the target is a creature, it is pushed up to 5 feet away. That's all that the description says.
Interesting. Well, this guy gets moved. I will stop creature at huge and above.
Okay.
We're gonna say that. But yeah.
I'll make a note of that for my.
Yeah. That's just the DMism. Like I can't see you just like. Well, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll look into it. I'll ask the Reddits. Okay, so he's pushed back. Get your opportunity attack, Manu.
Whoa. That one doesn't count. 29 to hit.
To hit.
15, 16, 17, 18 slashing?
Okay.
18 slashing.
Okay. My torch, that it, buddy.
Yes, sir. That will end my turn.
Henry, where you at? Can we see your handsome face? Or you got bandwidths?
He's headed back outside. Hold on.
Okay.
So, based
Connor,
off
you're
what I
on deck.
see,
Connor, you're on
Or-
deck. What's up, Henry?
Okay.
no, I'm good. It's not my turn yet. I'm last.
It is your turn, buddy.
Oh, well, then in that case, from where I'm at, this looks like a perfect opportunity to use Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
Okay. Since I'm rolling regular dice, give me a second. That is 14 plus 12 hits, so 26.
It's a hit, sir.
Okay, 4 dice, 6.
I love drinking out of pint glasses. It's something so aesthetically pleasing about a pint glass
14.
or a mug.
That's 18 radiant.
How would you like to? We need our own catchphrase. And I hate saying, "How do you want to do this?" You know what I mean? But like, how would you, if you
Catchphrase.
were the person to kill this creature, how would you like to accomplish that?
How strong
Oh.
do you hit it?
Yeah.
Oh.
What do you do?
I'm gonna straight up Ken and Ryu from Street Fighter 2.
Okay.
Hadouken. This
You're
Let him
very
have-
lethal cleric.
and let him take a big guiding bolt right to the suck.
Okay. The cloud kill has dissipated, and this creature kind of sitting there, looking, pretty jacked, takes solid bolts from Connor. The echo goes up there. As soon as it gets into the cloud kill, he now realizes that 1 hit point of damage, regardless, would have received 1 hit point of damage on that, and I don't think, can it do a Constitution save? It wouldn't have mattered. He would have taken
It does all
half
the
of
same
it
thing.
anyways. So yeah, so I just movie magic to that one. There was no surviving that. Echo's a good canary. Echo dies. Kaigon goes skirt and stops. I'm like, that's not good. And then Manu's like, yeehaw! And runs in there like, like starts like jamming on this
I
thing.
was holding my breath.
Lantaurus. Oh yeah, you go. Well, you start sizzling from poison in your pores and stuff like that. Whatever. Dungeons and Dragons.
Yay.
Lantaurus dispels it. Manu's like, little late, bro. And then all of a sudden, the crackle of radiant energy brings this foe down in one round. The room has, as you look around, we'll go, Lantaurus, do a perception check. As we're on our final hour. We're on our downward descent, everybody.
21 for perception.
I'm just speaking to everybody's bladder, including mine. 21. You see a blank wall against you with like a heavy iron looking, you know what I mean? Like, well, just a wall, we'll say, and 2 chains that were affixed to this creature that dropped to the ground. Chains on the left-hand side and the right-hand side of the wall. I did that backwards. That's left. To you guys, that might be right.
So 2 change the right.
2 chains! Yeah. The beer's starting. The apple juice is getting to me. I need to put my helm on. Oh, this can't be done with the helm. Interesting. Oh, no. Very nice. I'll just slowly get more plated up as the campaign goes on, or as the session goes. You guys are jealous of this helm.
It needs wings on the side.
It does need
You
wings.
mean these guys?
No, Warduke ears.
Oh, okay.
I like the fact that you can just turn Warduke into Marduk by turning the dummy upside down.
I know. It's and unfortunately, it's in my head.
It's
Every single
perfect.
time I do it, I get it wrong.
We're gonna. I'm gonna definitely design, because we have got about a week. It's gonna be it's gonna be a minute till we get to Tia. I think I'm gonna help you design I want to switch to Eldritch Foundry as much as I love you, Hero Forge. I want to switch to Eldritch Foundry and design I'm gonna have to have just send me specs on Henry 2.0 or Connor 2.0.
Connor's fine as he is.
He has a ridiculous helm. Unless I cut off his head and super glue this head on him.
That's fine.
I'm just playing.
The thing is, even it doesn't matter what I'm wearing because no one can see me.
True. That's true. That's true.
Even with
Okay.
the ridiculous.
So there we are. I feel like we need the mini with the dread helm. Because are you gonna take the dread helm off ever? I don't think you're ever gonna take it off. Yeah,
Just
so we
sleep,
need this
maybe.
for the future. It's always fun. It makes it fun.
It means I get my intimidating red eyes just to fuck with people.
That's right. That's right. Or we just put the helm on the floors because you take it off all the time when you talk to people. You know what I mean? Like When you're ready to go to war, you put the helm on. That's how we do it. That's
It
what
means I'm-
counter is. It's always in your bag. Anyways, as I was, Kaigon, what do you want to do?
What was going on with those chains? You said they just came down.
He was holding them. The dwarf, who
Right.
then turned into this big giant beast, was definitely not a death slot. Like, dropped them, and the chains are affixed to the wall, but you know the chains go in the wall.
The chains go into the wall.
Yes, sir.
2 chains is in the wall.
That means like there's a hole. There's a hole, is there, and the chain goes through it.
Yes, sir.
Kind of is.
I'm gonna grab one of the chains and kind of give it a tug and see if I feel anything.
Okay.
I'm having feelings.
Do a strength check.
Would that be like acrobatics or anything, or just straight check? Straight.
Athletics.
So I got a 27.
As you brief on this thing, the wall in front of you, like 10 feet of it, one corner of it goes up a little bit, but it doesn't, you see it moving.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask Manu to pull on the other chain, see if we can pull them at the same time.
I'll sticky my way on over there.
Do it. Do it.
What kind of straight strength?
Athletics.
30.
Kaigon, roll another athletics.
Natural 1, so 10.
It's a that one.
Okay. Yeah. So Manu goes up. The left side doesn't do anything as he's putting out soft serve, and you pull, and you get your side up. But you know what I mean? Like, wait, you're like, wait, if we both, yeah, wait.
Do it again. Hey, don't be a weenie. Do it again.
Can we try again?
Yeah.
22.
26.
It goes up. The wall opens up into another stretch, and a burst of fresh air comes through.
Is there anything to tie the chains to or to anchor the chains so that it stays open?
A dead dwarf, perhaps?
That'd be...
We're holding the door open.
You guys are like, you'd have to roll for disadvantage to know if there's something to anchor it to right now, but there are other people in the party.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I have pittance.
I'll just yell to the party, look for something to tie these chains to.
Igon's like, is there anything to tie this to? And Manu's like, stop being a weenie. Palada.
Question.
Even though
obviously
Kaigon's
some of
is higher than Manu's on this roll. Just in case you're wondering, his side is like so.
obviously some of it's going up. Is there anything I can actually sort of wedge underneath the door so it doesn't come back down?
Put this thing.
I'll
under
find
the
some. Is there any
door.
pieces? Yeah, exactly. That's what I find a piece. Is there any pieces of wood? Is there anything? I can't see what that is. Tim.
It's a big
Funny.
D20.
I find a big decahedron and I roll it underneath the door.
Let's play Dungeons and Dragons.
Investigation.
Who wants to
Then.
play Dungeons and Dragons.
Investigate. Do you want a perception or investigation roll? You pick.
Perception.
32.
There's nothing in the room to tie them together. You'll have to come up with some. Oh, whoops! Fuck! Stop drinking apple juice. There's nothing. There's nothing to tie them off on.
Okay, I'm thinking, is there anything I can push underneath the door to stop the door coming back down?
Right.
The room's bare.
All right.
Okay,
My turn.
I tie it to the death slab.
You want to tie it? You can't tie it. You don't have the strength to do that.
No, I mean they're taking the strain up. There's some loose chain. Use the loose chain to attach.
The 2 chains?
Is there nowhere? Obviously, these 2 chains. There's nowhere on the walls. There's no little hooks. There's nothing like that I can hook them on.
Usually a door that moves up like this, especially if you can pull one corner at a time, if you just let one corner go, it'll get wedged in the doorway. In real life, I don't know if that'll work in D&D world.
Okay, I'm going to walk behind Manu, grab the Rod of Lordly Might, and put it like a tent pole for a second to hold it up. If anything's strong enough to do, it'll be that.
Yeah.
Have you got?
It's
Ask you a
just
question.
a basic physics problem.
Manu, have you got that immovable rod?
No, but the Rod of
I
Lordly Might.
killed that movable rod a long time ago.
But the rod can withstand. Hold on a second. Is anybody else strong enough to hold this if I hand them the chain?
I don't have my gauntlets anymore.
How big is the chain? Like diameter wise, like how big are the holes in it? So it's pretty huge.
Yep.
So we could stuff something through the link so it can't go back through the hole in the wall.
Hold on a second.
Yep.
The best part about this riddle is like if it works, you know what I mean? Like,
How high up are the?
Tools,
Okay,
like shitty swords or something, and
perfect.
drag a hole in, we can just
Okay.
jam through the.
7 feet up.
Okay, so because you have to be attuned to the rod to make it work. So, is there any way that I could walk to the door while holding the chain?
No.
Let's see.
It comes out roughly, you know what I mean? Like
Okay.
it comes out to like this point and
So-
it stops.
So here's what I'm.
And then if you were to swing it out,
Oh wait, is it one chain from each direction?
yes.
Why don't we just tie the chains together?
Good plan.
I thought they were coming out of the same wall. If they're
Nope.
coming from opposite walls, just tie the chains together and they can't go anywhere.
Do we have a way to do that?
Sounds like a plan.
I've got a
I mean,
bunch.
Do that.
I've got a bunch
we're
of
holding
rope in my
together,
bag.
so-
No, you just use the chain to tie the chain together. The chain can just tie to a chain.
Is it small enough to tie together?
You guys, is that what you guys want to do? Is that what you want to try? One person roll athletics, one person roll acrobatics. Pick.
I'll do athletics. Acrobatics sucks.
I mean, okay.
26.
10.
Ouch. Does your acrobatics suck too?
I'm a barbarian, you numbnuts.
Me too.
So you try that. As you see this, Connor, as you see them trying to tie this chain together while they're like holding it, there's like a loose end in the middle of the chain. You see them
Why-
trying to do this.
What I say is, I stop, just pull, get as close as you can together, and I'll get in the middle and tie the loose chain. So they're
Roll
not,
an
they're just
acrobatic
holding
check.
the chain.
Roll
They're
an
just
acrobatics
holding the
check.
chain. 20, not
Okay.
natural.
Okay, roll a strength check because you are a dainty elfie.
You want me to roll strength check, or is that
Yep.
athletics?
Athletics, excuse me. Athletics. Just to see if
Nat 20,
Nice.
26.
yeah. So he Yeah, he's so jacked. This is the best part of the day for him. He ties us off, and then you guys feel the tension, and the door stays open.
Sweet.
All right.
As I get down, I'm like, you do realize I'm actually better athletics than I am acrobatics, believe it or not.
I don't believe you, Connor. I look at
One whole point.
I look at Kai and I'm like, really? I'm a goddamn turtle. You think I'm gonna flip through the air? Jesus.
My defense, we have the exact same acrobatic stat.
Have you seen me? I am a turtle.
Have you seen? You've got some small friends called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They're pretty good in the air.
They're not me. I also have adhesive to me.
You just don't have the right rat master. You need a good sensei.
But just to let you know, I could have used the rod if that door is less than 4,000 pounds.
Sorry, Epione just got home. Had to say hi.
Hello.
Had to pay homage.
Out of
Okay.
curiosity, how much does the door weigh?
4,001 pounds.
Yeah. A lot. Ton, maybe a ton. It's big.
So
Yeah, so it's 4,001 pounds basically, just a bit more than it needed.
Oh.
I could use the rod. I was gonna. The other.
We'll
thing,
say it's a ton. It's a ton. The rod is a thing. If it can hold off a ton, it can do it. This is
Yeah.
what it would be for.
Yeah. So I could have turned it into a ladder that can hold up to
Yeah.
4,000 pounds.
The answer is it takes a third person.
Ah.
That makes sense. It's a role play kind of
Yeah.
thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. Hey man, I don't want to show you the site that I found the other day, but thank you to at the end of this, because it would be easy for you to find out what I'm throwing at you for the next few days when I'm in a pinch. Okay, copy. All right, so Henry, you driving? Who's driving? Kygon, you're driving.
All right, let's go. Let's go through the door.
All right.
Slowly and stickily.
Has anybody got an Indiana Jones hat?
I have a tricorn. Does that count?
Because you got to roll through it and your hat gets there as it collapses through and you
Yeah.
grab your hat.
Last second.
Yeah, you got to do it. That's
It's
just...
taught. It's taught. Dead creature. You know what I mean? And then
Checking. I was just making sure that there's no spinning ball of death coming down this corridor
oh
after
yeah,
us.
dun 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 dun. Yeah, none of that. You guys
What do we
pressing
see
down the
in-
hallway?
Yep.
Okay.
On that note, then, that must
you
have
guys
been...
are moving. You're moving. What?
Oh, actually, on that note, the breath of fresh air we must have gotten here was this death lad getting into this room and opening the door for a bit.
That thought probably had something to do with it.
So that means the shadow... Did the shadow keep going and get this... Oh, interesting. What's happened?
So the death slot probably opened it for the
Oh,
shadow.
that makes
I
me
don't know if
so
the shadow
happy.
needed to open the
A
door.
30-year-old DM says something I did was interesting. Very fancy.
This is interesting. I've got to figure out what's happened to this. The shadow got this way. Must have told the death lad, "Oi, go stop them,"
Yeah.
or at least slow them down because he knew that he knew they were going to die in seconds.
You guys look like a pretty tough party. Probably just, you never know. So you're moving along, feeling fresh air pushing at you. You move, you keep going, and then you get to a kind of a cliff as it goes 10 feet on each side, or like it's a 10-foot hallway. It opens up to a bit of a cliff, 10 feet to the cliff, and 10 feet out. So it's like a 10-foot hallway, 10 feet, right? 10 feet, huge ridge into like an abyss. Like, and you cannot see like the other side. If you looked really hard, you see something shiny.
I have dark vision out to 120 feet,
Too far.
and how far does the true sight?
Give me 25 minutes, Connor.
Okay, boss.
It's worth it.
Okay.
Sorry, Sharon.
That's it's only if you don't kill me.
Could happen. Okay, Tygon, make a perception check as you walk into this room. Or this. So, did I describe that well? Like the hallway ends, it
Yeah,
breaks
yeah.
out into a T intersection, a cliff. So it's like a perfect, like cliff. The abyss goes forever, kind of left and right.
I got 14.
You see, above you, you see a tapestry, and to left and right of you are 3 more tapestries.
All right, I'm gonna climb up the wall and touch the one that's straight up ahead, straight up above me.
Nothing happens.
What's
All
on
right.
it?
Yeah, is there like a design on it? Does it look like the other ones that we've seen, or
The one up directly above you
yeah?
has a horse on it.
All right, I'll go look at the one to the left then.
Thunderstorm.
And the one on the right.
A ruby.
Horse, a thunderstorm, and a ruby.
There's 7 tapestries. There's 7 tapestries.
So there's one directly above. There's one
Yep.
on the left, one on the right, and then there's 3 on the left, 3 on the right, and 1 above.
Yep.
All right. The horse was above.
Yep.
Lightning on the left. What are all the ones on the left?
Yeah.
What are all the ones on the left?
There's a thunderstorm. And on the other side was a ruby.
That ruby was on the right, right?
Yep.
What are the other ones?
Next to the thunderstorm, going against the wall, is a sun.
Okay.
And then the next one is the moon.
Okay.
And then it ends. And then you'd have to go in the other direction.
The ruby side.
Unicorn and an elephant.
So there's a horse directly above in the middle. And then to the left is a thunderstorm, a sun, and a moon. And to the right is a ruby, a unicorn, and an elephant.
Yep.
Seems like the horse and the ruby are in the wrong places. There's all animals on the right and all weather stuff on the left.
Yeah.
How hard are these tapestries to move?
Try to move it.
I like
So
to
have a look at. Yeah, I'll have a look at. I'll go and look and just to see. Is it something just easier? Just to is like a little hook that you hang on, or is it?
Next to the wall, they're not able to move. But without like ripping them down. So they float. So there's the hooks up on top, and you can see them. You know what I mean? Like, but nothing on the bottom, right?
Can we
So
look-
they're
can I
hanging
look at the
tapestry.
back of one and see if it's the same on the back.
Okay. Which one are you looking at?
I'm gonna go with the thunderstorm.
It's got a T.
Got a T on the back.
Yes.
Okay.
With like it's the same thing, but like it's got a T in in a language.
Should we look on the back of all of them then and find out what all the letters are?
Hmm.
All right. Yeah, I'll go look at the sun next. If you guys want to look at another one.
Sun is a D.
All right. Moon.
It's like the same picture, but it has like an embroidered letter, like in the bottom of it.
So we found so far a T and a D.
Right.
Okay, what about the ruby?
Huh? I didn't hear the ruby.
R. Romeo.
Okay.
Is the unicorn U?
Oh no. He just.
Oh, I died. Did I die?
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
No,
right.
we can hear you.
Now.
What's up, Mom? Oh, wanna play?
Tim, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Your-
Okay, so is the
video
U
went.
for you? Is unicorn a U?
One sec. Hi. The unicorn happens to be a U.
Interesting. And the elephant is an E.
Correct.
Okay. Shall we assume the moon is an M?
It's an N.
November. Okay.
November. Yes.
And the horse?
Hotel.
It's thunder.
Yeah, it is.
Did Manu say that?
Yeah.
The carpet with a T goes to Manu and floats horizontally 3 inches above his feet.
I step on it.
It holds you, but gets pretty low to the ground. Like, this thing's got a weight limit.
Is anybody going to be singing A Whole New World?
I will.
Does Robin Williams appear?
Good job, Manu.
I'm really good at word jumbles.
Good boy.
I was about to chuck that into Google.
I'm like,
You
that's
Peter.
thunder.
Come on.
Like,
The reason I say that is I'm dyslexic. There's no way I'd have got that. I was there going, it's letters.
I was
They're
like-
jumbled.
oh, that's totally thunder. Thunder. Whatever that means.
It was hard to jumble up thunder without it being obviously thunder. Like, I was just like, shoot, how do I do this where it takes only a few minutes? Okay, so boom, magic carpet. For the sake of the game, I'm going to say Manu and 2 people can get on it right now. Right? So, like, just for the sake of the, it can hold X amount.
Actually, Manu,
Yeah.
do you mind if I say thunder and it comes to me? Because if I take control of this, I'm probably the lightest person here,
Go for it. Sure.
and I can shuttle people across then, because you're probably going to need someone to go there and back with the carpet.
Sure.
So
Sure.
I was just thinking, because obviously we've got you, we've got Lantaurus, we've got Krygon. You are all, no offense to you guys, you're a little bit heavier than I am.
Just say it. I'm fat. It's okay.
As you do this, as you call thunder and it comes to you, you feel a massive gust of wind, woof, like hit you guys against the wall. But where the carpet is, it holds steady.
Get on the carpet. Who's coming with me first then?
Lantaurus does.
I'll go.
Take Lantaurus and Henry.
Okay, Lantaurus and Henry, I go across the other side.
Moving along.
A whole new world, a new fantastic point of view as you cross, this cavern, and you feel this
Okay.
gust.
What's the next line?
For you and
I
me.
want to say no, stop us from being free. Antifa forever. I don't know. Whatever. They're young kids. You know, they don't want rules. Anyway, so they're pressing along. Bleep that out, Twitch. Anyway, so they cross, and you get to the other side, the same scenario, but it's about 30 feet deep. Okay. Like 30 feet, from the ledge to the wall, and you land and you see a golden mirror. Alone against the wall. It's a mirror.
You're a mirror.
Just get. How about we get to the side? Do not look in the mirror. Do not play with the mirror. Do not even acknowledge the mirror.
Yep.
Until we all get over here.
Yep. Apione is with you guys as well. She's starting to come out of her teleportation trance. Are you trucking everybody back and forth?
Yeah, exactly. I'm doing the
Easy peasy. A whole new world. Everybody's like, this is great.
I'm the king of the world.
I'm the king of the wrong movie.
As I get there, as I get to the end, can I roll up this thing and put it in the bag of holding?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
There you go.
Once again.
More tapestries. Yes.
This dude played Dungeons and Dragons a few times.
I was gonna ask the same thing.
You guys have a magic carpet. Okay. Doesn't matter. Fighting a god here soon anyways. If he dies, he dies. So, lone mirror against the wall. It's roughly 2 feet by 4 feet. 4 feet.
Manu,
2 feet.
could this be a mimic?
Very ornate mirror.
It could be.
It could be a mimic, couldn't it?
Do we shoot it? Do we hit
Well,
it?
I'm trying to figure out.
7 years bad luck and all that.
That's if you believe you make your own luck. That's the way it works.
Or you pick it as a proficiency trait.
Okay, we got time. We got time.
So it's a full size mirror then, basically.
12 minutes. You can talk. Can you say something?
Hello?
Okay. Can you hear?
No.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, when you want to talk, just take my spot. There we go. Fine. Who shares these? There's another chair. Want to hop over? Grab another chair. Epione's starting to come out of her trance.
Do you want to investigate this mirror?
Yeah, how close do you want to get to it?
About a mile.
The mirror's like creepy mirror over there.
Okay, before I do this, I'll talk to the guys. This mirror looks a bit suspect. Does everybody else agree?
Just
Oh,
use
yeah.
the cooler, baby. Right there.
What if
So-
we tie off a rope just in case you get pulled into the mirror so we can pull you back out?
Somebody say
Sounds
knock,
like a
knock.
plan.
See if it talks back.
It's either going to do one of a few things. It's either going to show me a reflection of somebody scary, like myself. It will duplicate every single one of the party and we'll have to fight each other. It will suck us in, and you'll do that, and it'll go weird and wonderful, and then turn into a Stargate and suck us into a alternate dimension.
All
Or
of
it'll
those
come to
sound
life
pretty
and
cool.
attack us.
Or it's actually a door. You get to it, it just opens up, and you walk through it. It'll be. What do you reckon the other options are?
So we have a 1 in 4 shot of something cool happening.
I'm just saying, what of everyone? If we're going to duplicate anybody, there could be 2 of me, and that'd be amazing.
Is that Huckleberry? Yum.
I'll be your Huckleberry.
I'll be your
You imagine-
Hucklebearer.
You
Oh, I'm
imagine?
gonna correct you.
You imagine if we had 2 Connors? It'd be amazing.
No, but a Tim Connor though, who's been
Even better.
practicing for weeks. All right, sorry. It's not that serious.
Hello, Fiona.
Guys, how's it going?
So what'll happen if
Enjoy
I
We're
go
all
to-
a bit-
ride?
Is there room on either
Sorry.
side of the mirror?
Who?
Is there room on either side of the mirror?
10 feet on the other side. It's ominous. It's got to be ominous.
How about if I cast an echo and send the echo over to the mirror?
Sounds like a plan.
Can
Good
you,
idea.
are you the echo? Can you perceive everything from the echo?
That's a good question. Let me look. I know I can attack through the echo.
You want some cosplay while you're over here? Would you like a helm? Okay, it's rusting. I need WD-40. I know we have some.
No, I don't think I can see through the echo. Everything has to happen from my vision.
Would olive oil work?
Is it true silver?
Aluminium. As my
You're
friend
trying to
from-
preserve a helmet, not make a salad.
Probably should.
I have CLP. I just don't want to dig it out of my war crates. Ugh, because it's depressing when I smell that
2 seconds.
old. Okay. Oh. You're walking. Oh.
Could we take the tapestry from the beginning of the dungeon and put it over the mirror so if anything comes out, it gets teleported to the front of the dungeon?
Mhm.
Damn. Look at this guy. Robot. Good ideas, robot. Boop, boop, beep, boop. Okay. Who's doing a thing? You're casting the echo. You can't see through the echo's eyes.
Right. I'm just gonna walk it up to the mirror and have it like walk all the way up to
As
the mirror.
as you walk up to the mirror, you see a man in red robes with a hood draped down its back. You know how it goes like triangular down his back. You see long black hair, in a well kempt beard. Piercing eyes. He's holding his spell book in his hand. He's got a staff, but he walks with a gait that's very fit. Get out of here. You can't look at a book. Hey, she's looking at a book over here, cheaty bagoo.
Is that one of the guys from the tapestry?
I'm so out of it, thinking about other things.
Is what? Yes,
Is it one of the
tapestry
guys
guy.
from the tapestry?
Tapestry guy. She just saw like 2 days worth of yuckies. Yeah. So he walks up and he says, "Many have heard me, but no one has seen me, and will not speak back until spoken to." He turns around and walks away.
Isn't that an echo?
The door opens.
That's cool.
Good job, Lantaurus.
Wow.
So you sent an
So
echo.
we didn't get we didn't get sucked into a mirror universe.
Yep.
Cool.
The door, the mirror is affixed to a sizable wall that you could also probably ride a horse through or carry something big through, and it just like kind of slides open.
So I gotta know. I must have said echo like 3 times while we were talking about my echo, and then but it didn't happen until the wizard.
Riddle was spoken. I also said echo 14 times and it didn't open.
No, you're the DM. You don't matter.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah. You hear a ball unhinged from the hallway behind you. It weighs about death. Dun, dun,
Oh
dun.
shoot, Skylar has his shirt already?
Yeah, Skylar's got merch. Okay, who's going in?
I'll go in.
Epi and I also have that.
Dude, can't wait to have stickers.
So the party walks in, down another hallway. You hear the door close behind you, and you get, a sense that there's no mirror on the other side of that.
Then we got
But you do have tapestries. You got all sorts. You guys are like level 15 and stuff. You move forward, and you enter a large, rectangular, squarish chamber. The light, you finally see light for the first time as you walk down this hallway. You can see it from a distance. You see a skull with this yellow, bubbling mechanism with fluid on the inside. It appears almost like there's a shadow on the inside of it. You can see it from the distance. There are those creatures that you saw holding chains, frozen in time, praying towards it. Over top and overwhelming this yellowish, gigantic yellowish, it's like some sort of glass with a skull affixed to it, with a scorpion's, the skull has like the head of the scorpion would be a skull, as it's like wrapped around this like glass coffin. Over top of this glass coffin are like gargantuan skeletal wings, a gargantuan dragon skull looking down in it, like it's motherly holding it, like it's protecting it with its wings outstretched, with which you saw those creatures before bowing for it. As you move closer, the eyes of this large skeletal creature turn blue and affix to you. And that's where we'll pick up next time.
Dun,
All right.
Bullshit.
I'm just glad there wasn't multiple Krygons coming out of that mirror. That's all I'm saying.
Well, if we had
Thanks
to
for the
pick
idea.
one party, I'd probably be the easiest to defeat. So
The DM writing notes, the player character writing notes, the player character writing the player. Yeah. I'm writing like, ooh, make a.
No, there is. It's called a
Mega Connor.
If you want to look it up, it's called a mirror opposition.
Yeah.
And let's just say,
Juice.
I've used them in the long time I've played. I've only ever used them twice, and every single time the players have absolutely hated it.
hated it because it was hard, or hated it because it was just not good.
A bit of both. It was because the fact is that
I feel like that's a really long encounter.
it is
Going
as well.
player character versus player character would be an insane long encounter.
What you generally do, you see, is you put it in a hallway, and as you're walking down the hallway, a mirror, it just starts cloning the party behind you.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
Oof.
So you have to not only figure out which one's the good guy and which one's the bad one, but then you.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's really, really bad. And
I
they
imagine True Sight would help with that, right?
what was that? Sorry.
Manu's True Sight would help with that, right?
No, because they're actually real.
Connor,
not
I'm
mad-
sending you about 400 pounds of equipment here soon, so you can play DM in the next campaign.
It's scary. Honestly, it's certain things like that. It's just like, wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, I mean,
Well, thanks,
it's the
guys.
classic. That's good. Thank you, Tim.
Yeah. Good job.
That was my ad hoc. Ask Krista how much time I was able to plan yesterday. I was like,
2
ugh.
hours.
I probably spent more time on this castle that we didn't use, so that I could plug it on Instagram and with our one follower. Like,
Yeah, but people will watch it. People will watch it after this. So anybody who's
it's
watching
Sunday's
this
a
later,
tough time slot.
yeah.
We got the bad time slot.
Anybody who's watching
Yeah.
this later on, check us out at strongholdgaming.net. Check out our merch at merch.streamelements.com/strongholddnd. And yeah, find us on the Instagrams and the Facebooks.
Until next time, who's driving?
Yep. Sorry, Anthony wasn't there today. She was focusing on climbing a mountain in some dream she was having.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
climbed a mountain in a dream.
It's okay. We know that teleportation takes it out of you.
Yeah.
We had a discussion. Like, yeah. It's real smoked.
We will see everybody in a couple of weeks. Next week we're off. So, bye.
Ciao, ciao.